Hmm. Why, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Sorry for the late start of the stream today. We are just got busy. Life happens. Anyways, we're here. We're going to continue with our colony. Oh, let me switch the screen over. That might be helpful, right? To see what's going on here. There we go. We have our colony. All right. So, start it up. Get our dupes moving around. Been a week since we played, so of course we gotta remember what we're doing and where we're at and stuff. But here's our colony. This is our third stream, and we have been moving along quite nicely and moving with technology. If we just do a quick recap, our strategy currently right now is we're setting up our power area. We're building up ethanol as a fuel source to supplement our coal, which has been our only power source. Starting to map out where we're going to store everything and as well as get steel. So we've been working on that. And then on top of that, we've been setting up some of our vents. So like we've got our saltwater vent here. If we zoom out, we know we have natural gas over here, which we need the steel for. So that's going to be a big win. And then we know we have the volcano here. We have another volcano below. We've got our fresh water up here. What else have we explored? We've got our sleep machine, which we're not quite ready for based on feedback. We've got another vent here we need to get to, a salt water, so there's lots of water on this colony. We look here. I'm just refreshing my memory of where everything is. We've got our critter machine clear over here. We did start up uh-oh, a leaky oil fissure. And so we are making petroleum and storing it up and turning it into plastic for now. We're not going to use it for fuel at this point. We have several more vents to explore, like one down here. I know there's some more. We got our iron volcano over here, which is dormant at the moment. Is it cold? Okay, dormant. So let's analyze that. That we can get that done. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And then inside the colony, of course, we've been building up our farms. We've got our second arbor tree farm, and we're slowly raising the temperature in here so that our farms will be productive. But we do have lots of food. And we're planning automation, but we're missing, of course, the dupes to build it. Really. That is what's happening. I think we've got most of our upgraded power grid. Oh, we're going over a little bit. So it's time to get a secondary line going into the base. All right. Well, let's do that. Let's come here. Get our large power converter. We're just gonna set it up right there. floor. We want to reverse it because we stuck it the wrong direction. There we go. We're going to continue our heavy wire up there. And then we're slowly going to build this out. So what I think I will do... we'll go like that, and then we'll bring it down over here and put it in. Alright. We need more copper, though, which I'm not sure our volcano is going to produce. I mean, we haven't analyzed this because it's a little warm. Got quite a bit of copper here, but it's all being used for all these builds, so we'll work on that. Alright, not a problem, not a problem. Did we set up our... no, we didn't set our masher back up. We need to select... we were going to put it... okay, I remember what we were going to do here. At some point, we need to put this machine back in. Probably best to stick it, like, over here? Somewhere? I mean, we've got this here, but we could stick it over here and let stuff drip down on it. And this is just a work area. I'm okay with that. All right, we'll do that. Okay. Meanwhile, really quick, just make sure we're good on... yeah, water systems are good. We're a go. We've got water here that's a little more limited that we're bringing in. So we're going to have to get this set up. We're storing a lot of water here, but we will have to put in this thing somewhere to build up fresh water as well. I would say I'd like to just put it over here. It's a ways to take it, but this just looks like the perfect area to do this automated stuff over here. Kind of like it. So I'm gonna do that. Stick that there. All right. Which means we can dig that out, dig this out. Okay, cool. And then we'll have to start digging this out as well, but we want to get that constructed. Okay, cool. Alright, well that gives the dupes a number of things to work on. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're at. I know we're getting a late start today. We just had some other things going on, and so we're not able to pop on and start streaming. Trying to catch up and think of what else. Where were we? Okay, we have no skills, so we're good there. We did reverse our schedules, so we've got all of them set up. We've got a day shift. Oh yeah, we've got 3 different shifts because Mr. Cleany has he snores. Poor Mr. Cleany. Alright, we're going to copy settings here to do that. And then our diggers need stuff to do, so let's make sure that they can move forward. We were trying to get that gold, so let's do that. Over here, we're just continuing to kind of dig out the area, so we'll continue that as well. So we really haven't set the boundaries of our colony yet. We kind of know where this boundary is going to be. We started building that, and we know that we're going to have a boundary over here somewhere. We're kind of just letting oxygen flow at the moment because we have tons of algae, and so maybe I'm being a little careless about it, but we're letting it flow. Our dupes can breathe wherever they're going. Down at the bottom, of course, there's a little bit of a problem with the breathing. Oh, good. We're getting this analyzed. Excellent. Good job. Good job. So that's a little bit of a concern. Let me see. This is going to be average, so we can start putting this into... This can be gold. It'll never overheat. Then we can take just regular old granite piping to leak out heat along the way, so that it slowly cools. Whoops. We want to get it over here. I think I'm just going to go across here. Like that. That, so that we can get to it and get down in there, so that's not a problem. Perfect. And then we can cancel this. Alright, and then eventually we'll have to get the power line down here, but we either need the copper volcano to continue to erupt, or, which it is at the moment, or we need to do other things. But more importantly, for power, oops, I need to get another line across here. So eventually, did we just select... We did. We used our aluminum. It's okay. There. Maybe I'll just cancel these, and I'll just go up and over. Okay, cool. Alright, we'll continue that. Go, volcano, go! We need metals from you. Okay, so this is good. Where did we put our... We did, but we didn't even start these up. So let's get them started. That'll warm this area up a little bit too. And let's dig that out. Cool. Oh, we have fish, but more importantly, we have an operator, which we want. He is unconstructive. He can't do building. So he's useless. Because, I mean, he would not be able to build the automation. And you have to have the operator to build the automation. That is just disappointing. Alright, before we select, let's come in here. Because we have a farmer. Obviously, it wouldn't hurt to have another one, but... I mean, the operator would be nice, but he's literally useless. And we can't select Lindsay because she's... more than one skill. We're only selecting single skill dupes. Well, I'm gonna take Travaldo. We're gonna name him Growy. We have the food, so that's not a problem. He's also an artist. Well, no, he has Masterworks, which is kind of nice. Alright, we'll go here. What I think I'm going to do for now is I'm going to push Cleany into Mechatronics. He's already got the construction. We just need two more points. He'll have Mechatronics. And at least we can start with automation when we're ready. Somebody made a mess, which means they are trapped. Pause. Okay, what material do we have here? We have granite. He should be able to build himself a granite ladder. Yes. Good thing there's oxygen down here, but we got this research. That's good. Next activity, 35 cycles. Okay, cool. Alright, well that's good. He is untrapped. Alright, priorities. We've got our new farmy person, Broy. We'll stick him there. Slowly has it. Alright. Excellent. You see, how we doing down here? We're still... Yeah, Okay, we don't have much. We're not storing a lot because this is eating through it. And this thing has slowed down a little bit, but it's okay. At least we have some plastic to start with. So if we need it, we can utilize it. So that's good. All right, let's see. Has our copper volcano produced a little bit more? It has. Boink. And then, of course, we'll have to go there. All right. Cool. All right, we got that done. Let's, with Diggy, let's get more digging. He's the only guy that's... Our diggers are really the only ones that are just... They're just blasting along through doing stuff. So let's take advantage of that. Keep them digging. So let's go ahead and just knock this out. Eventually we're gonna want to come over here. So I am gonna put a ladder so as we dig this out, we can always get back over here. We did analyze that, so we're good. Once this stops in 20 cycles, we'll come in here and dig the rest of this out. So, but we'll start digging across there. Let's go ahead and dig out this too. Let me see. You guys can get in. So let's dig this out, and then we may come across here eventually. So let's just put a ladder way across here, so that as we continue to dig this out, we can hop across the world in this little area. We're going to continue to do this. Probably don't need to space these. We could probably just put them side by side, to be honest. But, oh well, you know, I'm kind of... I'm like that. That's just the way I do it. Alright, so we'll do that. And that'll continue to drive resources for us. We'll need to dig through here. But let's get that. We can continue to dig this, but we need to get it built primarily. And we need to get this done. So let's also dig this out so that we can do the top here. There we go. All right, perfect. How's our temperature? Irrigation. So we don't have enough polluted water necessarily coming in. Now, we stopped this, right? Yeah, this isn't going anywhere, so any polluted water just goes through. Straight through. Okay, so... yeah, we're going to need to add polluted water. Now, didn't we have... I mean, we have some polluted water up here. This is... what type of water? This is just hot water. We have this polluted water. I'm thinking if we dumped it down... no, we wouldn't be able to get it to where we want it. But... I think that's something that we will do, is we will come over here. I'm just gonna do this like that for now. And because I like things even, we're gonna move it over one more. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna do that. And what I'm going to do is, you know, we need to collect it anyways. I'm going to put that there. And then we're just going to come get this water. We will grab all of this water and dump it down in here as well. So basically, we'll just come through here and dump that into there. This pipe is going to be a little bit... long. making a mess of the pipe. I kind of want to dump it over here and then have this take care of it. Whoops, I'm just going all over with this, aren't I? Let me think. Whoops. Only thinking about this like this. Simply because... Where's this coming in? One, two, three. So this will be... I mean, eventually we can use this pipe for that hot water. So it'll work. There. Alright. Cool. So that'll slowly get that over there, which does mean I just need a temporary ladder to reach that. Alright, cool. I'll get that across there. They're obviously going to have to build to it. Since we're designing the ladderway, we can go ahead and just have our diggers dig all the way across that as well. That'll get us in here. And then we're going to need to put power, but we'll probably just bring it... Ah, we need more metal. We'll get there. Can we finally connect? No, we don't. No, the volcano hasn't erupted yet. Okay. Alright, well, our power grid's not in danger necessarily, but only when they use the dance machine at the same time. Alright, we see, we were working through our stuff and just getting all of the basics done. So let's continue to do that. Let's get this one finished, and then we'll just move up the map, move up the list. There's nothing in a urgent priority that we need at this second, but we will need to get things set up eventually. New skills. Cool. We've got lots of construction obviously going on. Are these things actually running? No. Let's... we need more. Let's do supplying. Where's our other guy he's supplying to? Let's just focus, make sure that they can really focus on supplying these machines and stuff. Stocking them up. That'll be important. Alright. And then, yeah, we're still digging here, so... We got excuse me, we got like lots of stuff to do overall and to take care of. Did we set up our dining hall? Yeah, we set the fridge right here, that's fine. We can stick the fridge inside and it has no effect, but we're fine. We're still losing a little bit of food, and that's just probably because we're... I mean, our cook is cooking, right? The only thing they're doing is just cooking, right? Yeah, we stopped them from digging. We're not going to store, but we'll turn that off, and we're not going to tidy. We'll turn that off. We're not going to farm a ranch. We're just going to try to get him to focus. We'll leave the operating and supplying, although operating supposedly does not affect the grill. So I'm going to guess if I do this, it will not affect his ability to use any of these machines. Yeah, we'll do that. See if we can make sure he's focused, which I know he is, but we'll do it anyways. And then since we finally completed that, move up and we'll get this next. Eventually, we may want suits. Right now, I'm not too worried about it. There are a couple areas, of course, once we get into the volcano work, where we're probably not going to hurt to have some suits in place. And dig that out as well so we can leak the heat into this area. Yeah, see, the one thing that we're doing the most of is digging. Which is great. But it also proves a challenge because we've got a lot of construction that we need to get done, and we're really not moving through with the construction as much. So it's like, can we do a little more construction work? I mean, the digging is good. What do we got this pipe going for? Can't I push you? What happened here? Okay. For some reason, it froze on me. Don't know what happened. Alright, we were building a pipe. Oh yeah, this is our space vent. For this stuff. Ah, yes. We will need to continue to drive that. I completely forgot we were... putting in this. Okay. So this will just release all the gases out, so yeah. We were trying to get rid of the chlorine in the base, that's right. We did get rid of a lot of it. But we still got a nice big layer here, so we'll need to work on that. Alright. Let me see. We are getting a lot of the construction done, but not as fast as I want to get construction done. So let's do some priorities. You're going to hate me. But we're going to do some priority constructions on an 8. So we're going to do that priority. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to do this priority. We're just going to get this entire little area here done. And then from a digging priority, we're going to get that as well, so that we can blast through there. All right, excellent. Cool. All right, so when they wake up, they'll do that because we need to get irrigation going so that we have fuel building up. I mean, this is good. Look at this. We've got a whole tank and a little bit. But obviously, if our farms stop, that kind of becomes a problem. Our volcano's dormant. Let's analyze it. We'll have to watch it. We may get, you know, there may still be some issues, you know, from a perspective of, A, it's too hot to analyze, and our dupe gets scalded. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at. We're just slowly building up our colony. Our dupes have like bazillions of work to do, and we need more construction people, but you know, we've limited ourselves on which dupes we can select when we get offered dupes. So gotta do with what we gotta do. Alright, so we're gonna do a little priority construction here. Alright, we'll do that. In the meantime, from a digging perspective, to keep our diggers busy, let's just grab all of that iron there. And then let's come over here, and we can go across here as well. And we can dig that out so that they can reach and work on those ladders. So we're going to continue to dig this stuff out. Might as well get these little areas too. Oh good, we'll have that finally analyzed, and he's not scalding, so that's a success point. We can put someone in the chair. I think they can get here. can always just deconstruct the door and these things so we don't have to worry about the puzzle thing. Supposedly, if they just come across it, it's going to open anyways. Alright, so let's see. Next activity is 30.5 cycles. So you're dormant, which means that we have no more metals. Uh-oh. We're going to have to get this going. Good thing we're prioritizing this build down here. Alright, no problem. We'll get that done. But both of our metal volcanoes are dormant, so we're going to have to manually come in here and get stuff. Now, there is a bunch of metal here. Why don't we just deconstruct all of that? I mean, it's not going to give us a lot of metal. This stuff's what, made out of copper, though, but so it will give us some. We might as well just tag that for deconstruction. That's why they can't dig this. That's in the way. That makes sense. Alright, cool. So they are powering through that. Alright, good. And we're going to get this set up here soon, too, so that we don't overflow, because we're going to be overflowing there here soon. How are we doing down here? We're doing okay. We're not really able to keep up with anything. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Disable the building. And then we're just going to disable this building as well. And just, since there's not much coming out here, we'll just store it up. We do have over 1,000 plastic. That is more than enough to get us started once we need it. Right now we don't need it, so that's fine. We'll just keep that as is. Oops, wrong button. We will continue on up the research tree. So let's get these, and then we'll come back and get that one, just so that it is all done. That's just copper ore. I'm just looking for areas where I might be able to pull out more metals, but it doesn't look like we're finding anything. Alright, new dupe, fingers crossed. We need an operator or someone around construction or a rancher. That's what we're going for. Here we go. Nobody. We can't take them because they have more than one skill. We'll have to take the fertilizer. Well, so much for that. That means we will just have to continue with other things. Like slowly digging this out. We can continue our line of ladders, I guess, across here. There we go. Alright, we'll do that. We got this dug out. Wow. Our diggers are the only guys that are really just moving along fast, to be honest. They're just rocking through things or areas, which is good. We want them to. So I'll just continue having them dig stuff. I mean, right? Might as well. Let's just win. You know, if they're able to continue digging. Our construction person, though, is being a little slow. Where's Constructy? Constructy, let's focus you a little bit. Just in case you're doing anything else, we're just gonna stop you from doing those other things. Just in case. Yeah, because I want you to construct. I shouldn't have to worry about any of this stuff. But, alright, so, yeah. It's unfortunate. We need more construction skills. Okay, our other digger, we can give him super duper digging, or we can just improve his... Here, let's... Well, we're not... Yeah. Let's get him the super duper digging skills so that he's at max level for what we want him focused on. And then Buildy, you've already got everything you need there. I mean, I'll give you the demolition just so that we have it in case, you know, because there are things to destroy. That pretty much maxes you out. I mean, eventually we'll get you, like, if we have suits, we'll do this stuff. But otherwise, you're pretty much done for. All right. Okay, good. We got these going, which means we're going to be able to start doing steel production here soon, which we need iron first. So we'll start production there. And then construction-wise, let's get that hooked up first. I'm not sure... Where are you going? You're picking up aluminum ore. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna... Okay, and then you're delivering it here to the... Alright. Cool. And of course, who's doing the construction? You are... Oh, you're constructing. You're there. We have 2 constructors. That's right. Do we? I thought we only... No, we do. We do have 2. We got you, and we've got Buildy. I'm pretty sure he's not doing any of this stuff. But we're gonna tag him anyways, so that we can focus on the building. We got 2 people doing construction, and they're skilled up. And yet construction is one of the slowest things going on right now on the map. Which is kind of like, hello? You know, and meanwhile our diggers are just, look at them go. They're having a wonderful time digging out everything on the map. So we will continue our digging exploits. There's no reason not to. We'll keep them going, so that, yeah, we can just continue to dig out. We might as well do another layer down here too, another 2 layers, as well, and then get the ladder down, and then this down the rest of the way too. Go. I think we were going to put the bottom of the base somewhere right here, so they have these little areas, but we'll see. There's no definite, are we going to put it there or not at the moment. But we need our polluted water, which means we need to get this line working, and we need metals. So this still has to be priority. They're just being slow about it. They really are. We also need to continue this line. This is a little dangerous because they're going to be manually running these machines, and so we're putting in a big negative right now. I mean, we can counter it a little bit with some of this stuff to help us out. Eventually there'll be a little automation here as well that we can put in, but we don't have the artist, but we'll plan it. It's gonna be kind of a work area, so there'll be a little depression as they're doing their jobs. That's natural, right? We all get sometimes depressed while we're doing work. Either because of we're stressed out or something else. Alright, we've got you. That is good. We will need to focus on lime, which we really don't have a lot of, but we also need to start working on copper and aluminum as soon as we get the power finished, which we don't have. Probably gonna do that as well so that we can push through early some stuff, and we got to get liquid into it, so okay. All right, how's our temperature? Yeah, temperature's really good overall. These aren't growing yet though. They're liquid is fine, but the outside temperature is still below 22, so it's fluctuating. So we're getting close though. We'll have some of those going here in a moment. Alright, back to work, everybody. Okay, we'll use the toilets first. That's good. But then back to work. We have construction projects. You guys are being way too slow on the construction. Yes, you are. Look at this. We have 8s everywhere, and you're barely working it. So let's get the power hooked up to that. And then we need the power hooked up to this, so that we can use that machine. That's our priority here. I guess we can, you know, I mean, we'll get to these other things. This really isn't a priority yet. Get to these other things, so we'll focus on where we want them. Just a little bit of, hey, do this at a time, since they're all being slow on construction at the moment. Still got to get rid of the chlorine in the base. I mean, overall, where they're working and everything is fine, but we got to get rid of this. And the only way to do that, though, is either build more gas reservoirs. Temporarily, I guess it'll work. Keep wasting. I mean, I don't. We'll figure out what. There's a lot of gases in these, so it's just a matter of. What do we got in it? Chlorine polluted. See, we've captured all this natural gas. I mean, that's not a lot. It's like 1 kilogram. But I don't know. We can't pump it out anywhere. If we just pump it into a vent, it's just gonna slowly come back into the base if we go up or down. So obviously, end goal is pump it into space, but they gotta build all that, and right now construction is a problem on our colony. They are just not moving. Okay, we're getting water into this, so they'll start developing all of that. That's good. We just need to get power into this. Too bad you can't just destroy this and then, you know, all the gas disappears, but no, it'll release it back into the same area. So that won't help us. We did finally get this built, though, so we can do this. Not that they'll grow, but we can do it. Might as well. Where's our construction people? What are you guys doing? The number one thing we want is construction, and our construction people are like, just, is it because you're going so far to pick up aluminum for this? Ah, maybe that's it. They're going clear over here to get the aluminum. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. I forgive you. There we go. All right. We got power. Let's start stamping out stuff. I'm gonna just tag it to copper. That's what we need the most. All right, cool. This is also ready to go as well. We'll start with just some copper. Let's move some copper through this machine. There we go. Eventually we got to get the oxygen taken care of in here. We're struggling with oxygen. I mean, not in the colony, but we're struggling. So let's, in fact, since they're working in this area, let's just make it a priority. Let's put in an oxygen machine here so that they have it. And then I'm also going to come over here and put in a little bit of oxygen there. We don't have the oxygen reclamation going yet. So we'll just put in these the algae terrariums and just get a little bit of this carbon taken care of. We are starting to build up, so we'll just go ahead and prioritize that and get it done. And then from a construction standpoint, let's get the rest of this taken care of. And just move this along. Alright. Excellent. You guys are digging out there. Uh-oh. Sorry. Looks like we can continue to dig out some more. Yeah, I'll do that. We can reach that. And then we'll come over here and we'll do the same thing here. And then we'll just start coming through here, I think, as well, too. We'll just start digging out this stuff. That does mean we need... I'm gonna put a ladder here. It's far enough away from the volcano that we can manage, but it gives us the ability to get into this area eventually. Because we're gonna cut it off here shortly, so that's fine. Nope. Cool. Alright, we got this one running. Let's get some oxygen over here. You guys are also stamping out, so that way we have the copper. Since our volcano is dormant, this will get us going, so that we can get things going. Excellent. Temperature of this should be nice and cold as it comes through. I can't even... oh, there it goes. Yeah, 10 degrees. So, nice and cool. It's just copper. Iron is a little higher. When we do steel, it'll raise up, but we've got nice cold down here. It should balance out well and our pipes won't break. Alright, so that'll get copper going so that we can get this stuff done. And then, okay, so these are starting to grow again. We've got a little polluted water and temperature variance. We can continue with the research. Let's get that one done. And then next, come up here and get these done. Cool. So we're making progress. This is good. And we're going to continue to balance out our work. Eventually we're going to want to walk way over into this. I mean, they can go through here. We don't need to dig that out for right now. That's fine, that's fine. We'll leave it. Let's, though, go ahead and dig this out, since we can reach that. And then I'm going to come through here as well. And dig that out. That'll give our diggers something to do, since they're the ones that seem to run out of stuff to do the most often. Eventually that'll be demolish. That's it, guys. Party up. Good job. You're making slow progress. It's slow, but you're making it. Alright. Research is done. Alright, fingers crossed. Oh, here we go. Researching and tidying. Okay. Requires light to sleep. Terrible. Well, we're gonna take you because we'll skill you up in a different direction. You know, we'll figure out what we want you to do. So for right now, we're gonna name you Moppy. Our wonderfully creative names. And then Moppy will focus you on carrying and supplying. Planty we can skill up. Let's go ahead and do that as well. Let's get you faster. And then Cookie, you're maxed out, really. I don't need to do anything with you, so we're gonna leave you where you're at, Cookie. Yeah. Our first dupe that we're not gonna give any more skills. Eventually we might, but there's just really no need. There's nothing here that gives them the ability to do anything that's gonna help him with cooking. Alright. So, Moppy, you're gonna do supplying, and we're gonna start tagging you into operations. So. And then from a research perspective, we can now move up and get these done. And then, of course, we will continue to move up the list. We don't need to do any of the advanced research yet. We just don't need it. I mean, eventually, but we're not ready for it, so... Okay, we just got a couple more pieces here to build, and a piece here to build, and this section will be done. I want to put that there eventually. I might move this vent so I can put in a thing there. In fact, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna move it there and do that. So we'll work on that so that we can put a chest there. Okay, so you're working on that. That's good. Our diggies are, yep, they're coming over here to start digging all of this out. Okay. I've already dug that out. And this, which means basically we can continue along over here. So we'll just go all the way over to that. That'll give them something to do there. I'm not going to put any more floors or anything here because we're already having a hard enough time with construction, but we will continue to dig as needed, so not a problem. And then we did turn off all of this, right? Where's our... Oh, there's another vent there that I just somehow didn't see. Okay, well, let's dig into that. That might be something good. Yeah, this is all turned off. Something is broke. Oh, it's frozen, that's why. I get it. How hot is it over here? It's still erupting, so we can't... I was gonna say we could go analyze this, but until it goes dormant, we would just end up scalding our dupe. So we'll hold off on that. But in the meantime, we've got that vent too. Yeah, we've got some construction and vents we need to get to analyze, and we can't. Long term, we do need to bring pipe through here. And this is going to be our natural gas pipe. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do that. Now we'll put the natural gas into here. That's not a problem, but we'll need a storage tank. We got the plastic for it, so that's good. I don't think we've done the research, right? Yeah, we do. We need to do the research first, which requires some advanced research, but we'll get there in a moment. But we have the plastic, so that means we can put a storage tank for our natural gas. Can't be right here because eventually we're going to have steam stuff here. Power production, all of that. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, scheduling the Steam streams and stuff. I'm getting there. You know, streams are kind of new to my channel, as you can see, obviously. But we'll definitely get there. Extract pipe command in the lower right below is now furthest to the right. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, I get ya. Yeah, they're slowly... I like that they continue to make updates to the game. And I know they've got some plans to do some new, you know, some new innovation and technologies coming into, if you're reading the forums and the discussions and stuff. So excited to see that continue. What's funny is that, you know, I start playing the series like this one, right? and I'm plugging along, or the others on my channel, and the updates come out faster. And while of course a lot of the updates get applied to the game you're playing, there's certain things like, I mean, if I got my other colonies, right, they're all on spaced out and everything, but they're all behind as well, to where some of them, don't have this stuff that came default with the map. It's not technology you build or anything, it was story things, so they don't have that. Others don't have the meteor showers because it's not part, and it's like, but I'm only so far on those colonies, so do I just keep them going and learn from them? Because obviously I need to progress, and in some of them, while I am making great progress, I haven't done stuff yet, because I'm not playing, I guess, as much as, I mean, I'm playing it a lot, but I'm not playing as much as other people. And then from a channel perspective, and I know we've had this chat before, where we talked about, my gameplay is that I'm showing the entire thing, just the journey, right, as we go along. And so you see from start to finish, whereas when you look at most other YouTubers that play Oni and put them on their channels, you see the snippets of, okay, here's what I did, here's how far I've progressed. And I'm still divided on that, to be honest. I know there was a suggestion you made where it was like, well, why don't you just showcase some of that stuff and show snippets of what you've done, like in some of my personal playthroughs, right? And I'm still divided on that. It comes down to time, really, right? I can sit here and record straight through, and do streams like this, and then I can do a quick publish, because I'm going to be honest, I do a quick publish of where I look through it, make sure that the audio is working, make sure that there's no glitches, chop the front and the back off. Occasionally I'll chop something out in the middle because something happened, like I had to pause the game and go do something, right? But then it's, do I change my method to where, okay, let's record, and then let's just publish 1 or 2 videos a week. And quantity isn't that important from a perspective of that I have to have 2 videos a day, because I'm doing Oxygen Not Included, and then I'm doing other games. I've got Dave the Diver, I've got Icarus, I've got Subnautica Below Zero right now, all going on. And I don't know, I mean, I like playing all the games. Obviously I have a full-time job, anywhere from 10 to 14 hours a day with that job, because I'm a director, so there's a lot of responsibility. I'm managing hundreds of people, indirectly or directly, and managing client contracts, and managing a lot of stuff that goes in with that. And so that's a priority. I got my 7 cats. They always take time. That's important. That's my family. If you have a family, you gotta always prioritize your family, right? So it's just dependent upon, okay, well, do I make that change and change the way I'm doing my videos, or do I keep it going? And it'll probably be determined long term on where I see my audience. I mean, obviously I'm growing my channel. I'm almost to 900 subscribers now, which is nice. We're a couple away from it. I'm still hoping to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. That was my goal for the entire year, so I'm working towards it. And then, of course, to get more and more views, which the views are going up. I mean, it is a difference. Trying to reach the 4,000 hours that YouTube requires for monetization and everything on a 365-day cycle, that's tough early on. And it's not that like I said, I have a full-time job, I'm a director, I make great money, stuff like that. But at some point, I want to retire, and I have no retirement plan. I'm terrible. How old am I? 47 years old. Wow, I'm almost 50. I have no retirement. I mean, I have a little bit of Bitcoin. I have a little bit of Social Security in the U.S., but I'm not working in the U.S., so I'm not building anything up there. I work in a foreign country, Philippines. I make Philippine pesos, not U.S. dollars or any other currency. I have no retirement program built in. That's something that, at least in this location as a country, is fairly new and not offered in the industry very much that I work in. So it's a matter of, okay, well, at some point, I'm going to want to stop working. What do I do? I mean, I have lots of things that I could do on my own as part-time work and just for fun, you know, that I have enjoyed in the past and I would love to do again. But then there's like, oh, you know, there's always the new mediums that are out there. Entertainment, video and streaming. And while I will never be like a great big YouTuber or anything like that, and I don't care about that, you know, if I make a few bucks here and there off of it, why not, right? Do something I enjoy doing and make a little bit extra out of it, entertain some people the best I can. I'm not the most entertaining, but, you know, sometimes I have dry humor. Anyways, rambling on and not really paying attention to anything on the colony as they just complete stuff. Let's check out our skills. Retiring outside of the U.S., you know, it's a possibility. That's always a tough question. I mean, if I go back to the U.S., I mean, I have a home obviously there. You know, I have a place to go. The family, you know, I have property. Eventually, you know, when my father and stuff passes on, it'll come to me. I have places that I can be and retire. I've been in the Philippines working for 22 years. I love it over here. I love it in Asia. I don't know where you're from, and you don't need to post it because, you know, that's sometimes not something you should put in chats and whatnot, but I have found that while I love the US, I love a lot of the things that I can do back home, I also really enjoy it over here, and my life has changed completely. When I was in the US for, you know, I graduated, had various jobs. Eventually I moved to San Diego, right? San Diego is expensive, and this was 22 years ago. I had a small little apartment that was no bigger than a closet, literally, and I was paying $500 a month for that closet with a bathroom attached. And I had 3 jobs. I had a full-time job as a marketing agent in a call center. I had a part-time job where I worked probably 30 hours a week on top of my full-time job doing door-to-door sales. And then I had a job at a gas station where sometimes at nights, a couple nights a week, you know, I would manage the station and, you know, the till and cleaning and, you know, all the usual gas station stuff. 3 full-time jobs. I was always stressed out. Had a, you know, while I enjoyed my life and was doing stuff, I was always stressed, everything. And same thing even before I moved to San Diego. Always stressed over money, stressed over life, stressed over everything. Moved to Asia, 90% of that disappeared. The lifestyle is completely different. And so it was really, really nice to have that change. Dupes are jumping on and off the massage table for... Oh, yeah. I don't know. They don't need these. And silly me, I put it at 0, 0. So that's probably why. We should, we'll put it at 5. If ever they get to a 5, they can come use the massage tables. There we go. Otherwise, I don't... You're still gonna try to use it? You're not at a 5. There's no... But you're at a... Well, at least she's enjoying her time. Constructy is. She's at a 1%. She got there. Oh, because I get it. Okay. Still, anyways. We got some sick dupes. Let's pay attention to our colony for a moment. We got to get rid of this chlorine gas still. I'm working on it. YouTuber way is to abandon the colony. Never return. Well, true. I have done that a couple times. I will admit that. Where I've abandoned a gameplay or I moved on because, okay, I need to move on to something more updated. So, yeah, I've done that. All right. Oh, good. Let me see. We should be building up quite the stock now. Excellent. All right, so let's slow this down. We'll change this off of copper. We'll move this to iron now. I just did the copper for a while so that we could get get caught up there. We'll keep you on copper, eggshells, and we'll get that going. I know I got it on a 9 right now. We'll move it down to a 7. Still a high priority, but we'll balance our priorities here as we go. Right now, my problem is that we're moving along good, but it's taking forever. Another tidying. We're just not getting the dupes I want to get. So it's a matter of I'm going to take them and then just reskill them into a completely different area. So you're going to be ranchy. Guess what? You're a rancher. I mean, it's not that I desperately need a rancher right now, but that's what you are. We'll get you your last one. Cookie, we're not giving anymore. Okay, cool. Yeah, it should be active. Yep. So, I mean, they get the bonus. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'll get a drink. Back to your other question or thought about, you know, getting things scheduled, pre-announced. I mean, I need to do that. I mean, I am announcing it. I just need to get things set up. I have a Discord page, I have Twitter, I have all of that. It was primarily customized previously to my Minecraft focus. Because I have a Minecraft server, it's still run. People join it every once in a while. I play on it like once a month. I'm really bad, but I maintain it because there's people that have built up some really awesome things, and they occasionally pop on and do stuff, and, you know, I maintain it from that standpoint. But everything's kind of focused around the Minecraft theme and context and not my channel. So, like, you know, my Twitter and Discord and all of that is called Pern because that's the Minecraft server. After Anne McCaffrey's books, Dragon Riders of Pern, that was the theme of the Minecraft server that I was building. I just need to change it over. Same thing with my Facebook page. Need to change that over too, and then kind of get a community going. I'm not a super, you know, social individual from a, you know, social media standpoint. I mean, I have a TikTok channel as well where it's mostly my cats, and then I have some little Minecraft shorts and other things I posted. So, yeah, I need to get better at that. Stagger to the dupe schedules. Well, they are. We actually have quite a few different schedules currently. We've got our night shift. We've got the snore time. We only got one person here, but, you know, we did that because of he snores. We've got these. Now that we've added some colonies, we can actually divide some people up. We've got quite a few extra people. Let's put Moppy on snore time. And then let's put our second farmer also on the night shift. Yeah, we'll start with that. There. And then I just need to make sure that Moppy and Cleanie aren't sleeping next to each other. See, this is Moppy. Oh, they are. They're sleeping. Moppy, we'll move, since Cleanie's not snoring right now, we'll move Cleanie over here. That way they're not connected and Cleanie's snoring won't wake up Moppy. Nobody likes a snoring person, right? Alright. Okay, so we powered through the construction here. We've got this running. Let's go ahead and next, our construction people are kind of slow, but let's power through this section. We'll need those two as well, so that we can pull the rest of this chlorine out. My other option is to power through my long build process up to space, but not the biggest priority, and there's still natural gas in here I'd like to capture. I'm being picky. I should just vent it into space, honestly, but the chlorine is moving up more in our base, as you can see. So it was, this area was in oxygen just a minute ago. Now we're cooking in chlorine. So I think it's time we start recycling our carbon dioxide a little bit. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna go ahead and put in carbon dioxide skimmer and recycler. I'm gonna do it on this side away from our farm area there where we're focused. Let me see. This is going to be the bottom level of our base right here. So I will just stick it. We're gonna stick that right there, and then let's come in and where I'm refinement. Let's get the standard self running machine set up. Did I just do this backward? Let's switch this. It's easier if I switch it the other direction. There we go. Now it's easier to match up our pipes. Alright, so we can just go like that. And like that. We'll need to put a little bit of water into it at first. That's not a problem. We've got water right here. So we'll do that. The biggest issue we have is getting power over there, but since we've started expanding, we can get that done as well. And then let's get our granite floor in for here, this section of the bottom of the base. All right, so let's prioritize this and just, hey guys, come do this stuff here. We don't need the door at that. There we go. All right, so we'll power through this really quick and get the carbon taken care of. That's going to drop the chlorine back down, but we'll also pump the chlorine out by getting this done, which we just need to get the diggers, give the diggers ability to reach it. So we'll do that. All right, excellent. That'll take care of that, and it'll start cycling this out so that we can take care of all the excess carbon that's over here. And it won't affect this. We also... I need to do something here. You can see where... I mean, ideally... See, the issue is that I put slime in here. And... so that's off-gassing a little bit. I mean, well, it's not an issue because it goes up and then it goes out, and there's a carbon layer here, so the farm's not being affected, but I might want to figure out what to do there as well. I mean, I've got this little deodorizer, which our delivery people aren't doing very good on their deliveries, let's be honest. But I think I could put another deodorizer here, and then it always captures anything that off-gasses from the slime. That would be good. We'll have to power it, but... a layer of liquid. Just a minute. Yeah, we might do that. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'll disconnect the pipe once I have the right... Usually, I'm lazy. I usually watch it, and then I just disconnect the pipe once it's filled to the right level. Either way works, but yes, you're right. Typically, you could do that, and then if, in case you get distracted, you've got a little bit of a protection there. Oop. Let's get you dug out. We need to get this going on steel so it heats this liquid up a little bit. Or dropping in our new stuff. I mean, we're not using our... we don't need it from a power perspective. But I might want to look at it. We're trying to store up right now, which we are storing. Okay, good. This is running again, so we can pull some of this chlorine out. Excellent, excellent. That is good. I do see that we're out of coal in our storage. I mean, we're not out of coal on the map. There is so much coal. Let's just get our diggers. Our diggers are the one guys that are just... they're plowing along doing everything. Meanwhile, did we dig out? We did. What do we got? Another saltwater geyser. A hot one. Wow. Okay. Well, there is no shortage of water on this planet. We're just going to have to be creative in how we use it. Meanwhile, let's get some additional coal. Where's the closest coal? Just to... over here, there's a large amount. I do want to supplement my coal and start doing other power. So we're sort of stable with production. We've got lots of wood. That's not the problem. So I guess it's worth powering through this. All right, as soon as they finish this, which they're almost done, we will go ahead and move over to well, I know we have lots of coal. It's just sitting in places, including mined out coal. There's a bunch of mined out coal in places. Otherwise, you know, we'd be in trouble here, but they're filling it no problem. But I'm going to go ahead and get this active. We've got these built. We've got the tank. All I have to do is put up the wiring. This thing I don't need right now because I don't have anybody skilled to use it. Speaking of skills, we'll get you carrying. And Growy, we get you your crop tending. And then Constructy, really don't need you to do anything. We're just going to leave you where you're at, Constructy. What I need is who is it? Yeah, Cleany. We need you your 2 points for mechatronics because that will help us with automation, but we need to get the power set up to support automation. All right. So, okay, so that's gotten rid of the chlorine here. Okay, so we're putting in the water. Let's go ahead and get ready to disconnect this. We just want to get this to a little bit fuller thing. Let's put in some sand really quick so that we could do that. And we should be good. All right, there we go. Okay, so that'll never, once they put in the sand, this will cycle through. We'll never have a problem. All right, excellent. That is taken care of. So let's go ahead and let's get this power line hooked up. This I'm not worried about yet. Just put it on a 3. Nobody can use it anyway, so it's no good. But let's go ahead and do that. And then that way, so we already got, yeah, we got this already hooked up. And we'll turn one of them on. Let's disable this one. And we'll just turn the one on for now. We've got the automation already, right? Yeah, okay, good. And then that way we're not reliant as much on coal. We can start using one of these to power, especially when we're doing the metal refinery. That'll be smart. Alright, cool. There we go. So that helps us. And then we just need to do the priorities. So, whoops. I keep clicking the dupe. Alright, so we want you to be... I know I could type it in and it would be easier, but we're going to do that. There we go. That way we have our priorities where this will be used, and then if we need it, we'll plop in some coal power at the moment. So that'll start getting us going. This is why we need the mechatronics too, so that we can start gearing these things up and taking care of them, but it's going to be a while. Alright, so that'll balance this out too and keep this from freezing because we'll add a little warm water, and then if we start doing steel work, we'll be able to do that. In fact, how much? Yeah, we don't have quite enough yet, and we still need to work on the line. Okay, so we're getting there. Not a huge priority, but steel would be nice. Okay, so all of this is going now. We're working on getting extra polluted water, but now that we've got this dumping in, we'll start accumulating, and then we can bring polluted water into here. But for now, it's our toilets, since we didn't separate the toilets out and make them independent at the moment. And that's okay. Still too cold down here. We'll have to warm this up. I guess we could start on that. Just a regular old granite pipe there. We'll have better heating soon enough, but for now, this works. We'll start heating that up so that we can... It's not that we're short on lumber. We're keeping up with the lumber. If anything, we need to get these going. Let's get them constructed. Did we finish the power line? Okay, we did. Alright, so we just need to get the rest of this so that this line doesn't overload. I mean, it really doesn't overload much. But let's get that power line done. We've got this all hooked up, so it'll all be separate. And then we can take this and we will disconnect right here for now. Suffocating. Oh. No. Hey, go breathe. There's... oh boy. This is gonna be tough. Oh, we froze down here. Darn it, we're gonna fix that. Come on, get oxygen, get oxygen, get oxygen. Okay, good. Oh, that was close. This isn't good. We froze our pipe. Oh, darn it. We froze the pipe and lost our liquid. Yeah, maybe we need to... how do we want to do this? You know what? Temporarily? Yeah, temporarily, here's what we're gonna do. Hook you back up. We can take a little of the extra polluted water and put it into the farm. Yeah. Whoops, let's not that one. This one. Because we might actually end up with this freezing quite often. Simply because yeah, so let's do that, and then we'll put the extra polluted water into the farms for right now. Until we get our temperature up, that should take care of that. Did not freeze the pipe? The filtration... oh, my YouTube comments has a little heart in front of the rest of your phrase. Medium is imparting cold onto the input liquid. Right. Not quite following. Because this was... it was being recycled and it was coming out at 10 degrees. So why... yeah, you're right. It's okay for right now. I'll work on this. I do need the extra polluted water for the farm at the moment, as you can see. So, I mean, we might as well at the moment, and then I'll balance this out. I get you now, though. Yeah, it's just that you're exactly right. I mean, oops. This is the problem, right? We went from one of our colonies, right, our other colony where everything's red, to this one where everything's blue. So, and we're averaging, you know, negative temperatures. Over here, it's negative 18, almost 20 degrees. So, yeah. All right, so we filled these, but we did get some of this out. We'll start cycling it out. We got some chlorine over here. Maybe I will just work on venting it to space. And then doing some filters to capture what I need to. Alright, we don't need you guys. Long term, I'll take the copper. Alright, and then we'll quickly check our skills. No change there. Okay, cool. Alright, well, we got this done. Let me see. It's not considered a room yet, because this isn't built, so we might as well do that. You are working on the floor here. That's good. Let's go ahead and get that dug out. And then we'll start digging this out as well, once we get the floor done. Well, in fact, we can start just chopping out this. We'll just start chopping that out. Alright. Excuse me. Another drink. I have too much kitty fur roaming around the room. I can see it. To get the filters going. Oh, we have finally reached the bottom of our water here. All right, well, let's deconstruct this. And let's get a new one in place. Basically, that means we can dig those out, and dig these out, and we can stick one here. We're gonna have to. It's not that we need a. We have a lot of water right now that we're using up, but we do need a little bit of water, mainly either for research or for these couple mealwood plants. That's it. Meanwhile, okay, we're still working on that. That's fine. Good. All right, that means we can finally dig this stuff out too, and we'll be able to get rid of this. Cool. Well, it's good once this is gone. We'll have to find a little tank somewhere that we can use. I'll probably just put something right in here. Well, not too close. We've got this whole area is going to be built out into stuff. Alright, so we got this. What is missing? We need to add in the pipes. We can do that. There we go. That will take care of that. Eventually, we will put in automation. I'm not going to worry about it for right now. Nobody can use it anyways. Okay, excellent. You guys are getting this done. Perfect. And then we will dig through and get this done as well. Alright, good. I don't need this here anymore. And then you're pounding away there. Alright. Excellent. Oh, we got the warm... Good, this is running through as well. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, it's going in a cycle. We need to adjust some things. We need to put that there, and then snip that. Alright, cool. So that way it all just flows through. But that should start warming this up a little bit so that those will start growing. This is still... I'm amazed that these are not growing yet. Let me see. It's because the oxygen is still only... It's fluctuating between 17 and up, and it needs to be 22. Although it says irrigation. Oh, because, yeah, we don't have enough polluted water coming through. But didn't we just hook up... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's slowly coming. It's just not fully consistent. Okay. We'll get there. No? What happened? You selected deconstruct for on your ethanol. Did I? What was I deconstructing? I deconstructed this ladder. Oh, You're right. Whoops! Oh well. Wasn't running yet. That's funny. Yeah, thimble. And we don't even need it right now. We don't need reed fiber. I mean... Eventually, we're going to want some suits where we're just using suits for, like, access to some of the volcanoes and stuff. Right now, we don't need the suits at all. I mean, if they're working up, we're supplying oxygen to everything at the moment. If they're working down, we have included some little oxygen things here and there, but like this one. Let's go ahead and prioritize... Well, not really prioritize. I'm just going to move it up to a 7. I just want to get into this other volcano just to see what it is. And then I think we're going to have some steel here shortly. We just need enough steel for the automated wire, the sensor, and the pump in here. Because this comes out at 150, so we've got to have steel. But I want to get this going. We've already got the piping going. The trick is I need a place to store it up. So we'll do an infinite storage Do we have the vent? Yeah, we already have the high pressure vent. We have plastic already, so we're set up for it. I just need to determine where to put in a tank. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do it out of... it doesn't have to be out of granite. I can't put it right here above the iron volcano because this is going to be... Eventually there'll be machinery here. But we can put it... I don't want to put it up near the base or the power area. It would be best probably just put it somewhere right here. And it doesn't have to be a big room. It just needs to be a small little room. So I think I'll just stick it right here, right next to the salt water. We'll just do a little, just a small little room right here. And inside the room we'll have, of course, our gas pumps. Eventually we'll have 2 of them. And that's it. So we just need about that big. But, oh, well, we want to do the layering. We'll put the oxygen, the high pressure vent here. And then what we'll do is we'll just come straight in like that. Deconstruct that one, and then we'll put our pumps here as well. So we'll just do that, and we need to take this out and that out. Cool. In fact, let's dig one more out down here. Let's be smart about this. No floor yet. Let's just dig this out first up here and drop all of the metals down so we don't have to worry about cleaning the room, right? Let's be smart. So we'll do that there. We won't have to put in a filter or anything like that because we'll just cycle it out, and then this will be permanently natural gas. We'll do a wall on the inside so that we don't lose any of that natural gas. We're just going to do that. Put in a door. And then we'll put the pump and everything right there. So in the meantime, what we can do, actually, we can put a ladder up the side, so that way we can do the top and work our way over, and we won't lose any gas. And then we'll have to come in here once it's dormant and we've sucked everything out and get rid of pull all the metals and resources out. But we can do that. Put a ladder there just so we can get to it. So that, yeah, they won't break it open, but we can start building that. So that'll work. Storing is more pointless. Well, I mean, I guess it just depends on if you're going to use up all the gas as it's coming, but my goal is that it's not... I mean, we'll use some of it for power, but primarily we're going to always prioritize natural gas for cooking so that we can have the advanced food and everything and get rid of all the simple food. So I want to have the storage for it so that we don't run out for food, not necessarily for anything else. My game has frozen. I can hear the sounds, but my screen is frozen. Why? Okay, there we go. We seem to be breaking some more pipes over here. That's a first. I haven't done that for a while. Why is that? Oh. Temperature's getting a little chilly. It's still a 1, but... probably because we're pulling the hot water out through this mostly. I'm gonna have to watch that as well. Oh yeah, we better get this built. No, we're still good up here. Is this thing dormant? No, five more cycles and it's dormant. We'll be able to come in here. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we got that. We can continue to dig this out. Looks like our diggers need to come do some unfreezing of places. Insufficient water. Yeah, because we can't get to it. I haven't built this. Our construction people are the slowest people we have on the map. Alright, we got these running. No, we don't. Because we're not delivering anything. Without the automation, it's amazing. We've done our best to put our priorities up to where our guys here, they're doing nothing but supplying, right? Story, we've got 4 of them now, or 3 of them. Yet, they're still having a hard time keeping up a little bit. So. We're still researching, but our researcher seems to be supplying. Oh, we can't because we don't have the water, so he's not doing... Okay, yeah. So we just need to get this done. All right, no problem. We'll get that done. Pitcher pump is blocked. They can come in through here, come down through here, and reach it right there. Unreachable dig. Oh, because of this. Okay, yes. I see. I would have figured it out eventually. Probably. Maybe. That won't work either, but if we do it there, that'll work. Okay. You are right. Eventually I would have noticed it, but thank you. Alright, now. Let's see, you're coming down here, that's good. Alright, excellent. You are working on this, that's good, except... Okay. Of course, we would do that to where we can't reach it. You know, that's just our luck. We'll do that, though, and then we will build that out. Let's not dig that one, because we need to reach the ladder. Okay, cool. I'm divided on the storage thing. I have found them additionally useful early on, just to ensure that, you know, everything's going in, so if you don't use something... It's not sitting there, because obviously, as you know, if this overpressures, the vent just turns off. So I'd rather it just be able to go somewhere. Speaking of which, we're going to need to start slowly planning power down here, which means we need more copper. Our volcano's still offline. We've got enough. Let's switch this off. Let's do some more copper. And then we'll put the steel on. We can't do a lot, but we'll start doing steel as well. We don't need a lot of steel right now. We just need enough for some pumps. So they're 50 each, and then a little bit of automation. Alright, so this is built. We're good. As soon as this water is gone, we'll get rid of all this and dig the rest of this out. I do need to think long-term of where we can get some water, how we want to store it. Just a small little access tank for inside the base. I used to put it in the kitchen all the time, and then I realized that there's nothing in the kitchen once you get going that you ever need water for. And the only thing that you use water for is mush bars. And like, once you have the advanced food and stuff, why would you ever make a mush bar, right? I guess you could make mush bars to feed to hatches. I don't know. So, at somewhere, we just need a tank for our farm area, so that if we have something that needs water, we can use it, or if we are doing research, we can use water. That's our primary water users until the technology is mapped out. I mean, it might make sense just to have a small little water tank right here. Just a small one. They can access, so we would do it like this, right? Oh, let's change this. We don't need that super high priority. And then we just have a small little tank that we can drip into as needed. The only other reason we would want water is to drown hatches. That's right. Or other animals. Dumping the eggs in and then drowning them and taking the meat to the farm. So maybe we can plan for that. Which just means we need an automation thing sitting right here that reaches the bottom. And a little bit of room for dropping stuff off, picking it up, and accessing for water, but they can't jump up. So that'll work. So we'll do it. We'll do it that big. And then for now, I'm just gonna put this across here so that we can get in here and okay, so yeah, we'll do that, and then we can also move this storage for yucky stuff down if we want to. Actually, we won't. We'll put a storage for ice here, but we will put the storage for the yucky stuff down. Oh well, it's already full. Oh yeah, because we were putting the bleach stone down here. That's right. Probably good to stick a couple more in here to put yucky stuff into. Let's do that. Less distance to move the raw food. Ah, true. I seem to have some sugar ants on my desk, and they have found my empty soda can. Where are they coming from? I only see them very often, but they obviously have either a path through a wall or somewhere. They do tend to like the laptop and the computer because it's hot. And so they come and, like I'll open the laptop every once in a while and there'll be some ants on the keyboard because it was warm, and it's like not the best place for you guys to be. All right. True, less distance for food to move on our conveyor rails eventually. But we're not short on regular metal for conveyor rails, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's, before we dig that and drop all the water out of there, let's build the bottom. That might be a good thing. Let's build the bottom. And I know I've released this hydrogen, but it's not going to affect the base, so I'm not worried. Okay, this thing should be activating here soon. 16 cycles. Isn't this thing 19 cycles? Never mind. Okay, so we still got a little bit of time before those activate. Okay, so we've got this dug out. I'll keep that there because we're going to need to reach, but we can dig the bottom out here, and then we can put in the bottom tiles. All right, cool. We'll get that going. This is all working well. Another pipe there that's suffering a little bit. Eventually we'll get that. We got some shovels. I'm gonna get rid of them. I forgot we had some eggs. I was gonna use them. We don't have the well, do we? I could capture them, but we don't have all the automation for a shovel farm. So we'll just attack them for now and get the meat. Temporary. All right. What are we gonna get? Nothing. So, do we want shine nymphs or barbecue? We're good on food. I'm gonna take the shine nymphs, and maybe they can run around the base here and heat it up. Haha. All right. Cool. What's going on up here? Insufficient coal. Insufficient coal. Why would this one need coal? We're making refined ceramic. Oh, because it needs coal too. Duh. All right. Well, we need to mine some coal then. All right. No problem. We're working our way over here. Let me just look at where the easiest coal I can get to is. Digging is not a problem. Our diggers are very proficient. So I'm just going to come straight through here. And we will dig and just dig this coal out. All of it. Alright. So cool. We'll do that. And then normal digging, we still need to dig this out. Okay. And then there's a huge amount of coal here, which we'll get to, but that's going to be a while. I will pre-plan a ladder on the outside of the tank since we're coming across here anyways, eventually, to do all of this stuff and have a line across. And then we'll slowly build up the tank as we go, or the wall of the tank as we go, and then we can get all of this coal as well. All right. Excellent. In the meantime, we need, if we absolutely need coal, we can grab that one. And we can grab those two as well. It's not that we're short right now on coal. We have power. I'm not worried about it, but I do want to keep the excuse me, sorry about that. These going. Hi, Luke. Welcome to the stream. Well, we're just having fun. You know, we've got Gradius here offering great advice. And, you know, as usual, not that I ignore it, but it's like I can't keep up with it. I appreciate it, though. And we're just moving along and seeing if we can keep our dupes alive. Overall, we're doing fine. So, thanks for asking. All right, so we're just going up the tree, even though we don't need this stuff. We're just knocking it out because we haven't unlocked... Well, we've unlocked it, but we haven't built the facilities for the advanced research, and we don't need them at this moment. So we're just knocking out the basics. So we'll continue that. This is now growing, so our temperature variance is getting better. So that's excellent. That will allow us to go ahead and start... I mean, not that we're short. We have tons of lumber, and we can build out more of these and be perfectly fine. We're still storing up our ethanol, so we're fine. What's our temperature in here? 20 degrees average. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure we're not too hot. We've got this pulling carbon out, so you can see the difference of what it's done, you know, because the chlorine here, we had the layer. The chlorine was across here and through the kitchen. And because we're pulling our carbon out, it's just kind of slowly pulling the chlorine out this way as we replace with carbon, or replace the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. So that worked perfectly. That is doing what we wanted to do. For this side, really the only way to get rid of the chlorine is we've got to pump it out. And we were doing the temporary storage. Not worth it. So we're going to go ahead and just prioritize and slowly build out our piped space. We're actually almost up there, so it's not too much of a problem. We are almost to this volcano. Are you going to dig to it right now? Yeah, it looks like he's going to dig to it. Excellent. And just in case you're stupid, I'm going to cancel that so that you don't accidentally trap yourself down here in the carbon dioxide. That would be a mistake. Oh, so it's some sort of a gas. It's a hydrogen gas vent. Okay. So we have a hydrogen gas vent as well. So in the end, we've got hydrogen gas. We've got natural gas from power supplies, and we're building ethanol. And we've got a leaky oil well for petroleum, which currently we only use for plastic. So that's not bad. And we have tons of water. We've got our hot water geyser here. We've got our steam vent here. We've got a salt water geyser up here. And then we've got our saltwater geyser here and a saltwater geyser here. And we have an iron and a copper volcano. So this is not bad. Oh, we got more oil. And fossil, which we need. Oh, good. Gumdrops. Okay, excellent. All right. Track your consumable resources. Yeah, you're right. What is your experience with this game? I've been playing this game since Oni first came out. What was that? Long time ago, right? And then going along with the episodes, and or the updates and all of that. I've got a number of series going on the channel. Of course, it's only just recently that I've started, recently by over a little over a year, I say, that I've started recording and putting them on the channel, but I've been playing for a long time. A little bit of a different play style. This is a stream, obviously, but on my regular videos, it's the same. I don't do the snippet editing, you know, like where I play a bunch and make progress, and then in the video just show what I've accomplished, or a little bit of the journey. You get to see the raw footage and all of the mistakes as I go. So as a result, you know, the series become very long because you get to see the actual progress of the game as it goes, and the progression seems slow because it's not like I spend a week recording and advancing through 100 cycles and then have a couple videos. It's, you know, you get to see the 100 cycles spread out probably over a month of videos. So but people seem to enjoy it, and I of course enjoy it. So anyways, thanks for joining. All right, where was I? Skills. That's where I was. Not really, but we're gonna check it anyways. Okay, so story. I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna put you into mechatronics as well, just as an extra skill. You, Moppy, we will get you strength. Excavati, you gotta love my names, right? We get you carrying. And then Cleany, we can finally move you up to electrical engineering, which means we can do the generator tuning for our power plants. So let's make sure that Cleany has the ability to do operating. We'll reduce your supplying as a secondary. And we've already got these set up, but that means we need to build this one. It says insufficient aluminum. That's because I'm not making any. So let's replace that. Oh, it's a station. With something that we do have a lot of. There we go. Get that built. That'll help our power be conserved. We might as well. Our volcanoes should become active again here in a moment. 1,200 hours in the game. Never made it to late game. You know, you're not the only one. This game takes dedication to get to late game stuff. I mean, I know you can do it quickly if you really just prioritize and move forward in a strategic manner of a goal of I'm going to accomplish this, and you only focus your advancements to get you there. I know that's possible, and I have done some of that on my individual playthroughs. But then, you know, you miss out on the experience. I mean, like we have a couple of our series that are already up to, what, 800, 900 cycles? Something like that. Is this rhyme? Great question. It is... Doesn't say here, does it? Where does it say? Oops. Is there a place you can go look? Colony summary tells us. So now we have to go. I clicked on it. Now we've got to go through all this. Uh-oh. I've done it now. Stuck in the mid-game on all my plays. Well, that's just because all the playthroughs kind of started at the same time, to be honest. All right, let me see. I can't remember what... There's somewhere, right, that tells you what game option you chose for this? I don't know. It's somewhere. Anyways, we got to hear the advancement checks. How many hours do I have into the game? What's Steam say? I'm curious now. Library. Oh, let's look. I have 1,498 hours of playtime. So, all right, cool. Coordinates reveal. What, on the star map? You mean these here? Or are you talking about something else? I don't want to click on it because then it tells me, like, the other vents and stuff. Like when when you click on a planetoid, it shows you the vents that exist on it. And then for me, that spoils it because I want to go explore. And if I'm digging, I see a vent like this one, and I'm digging to it. I want to. Okay, what's it gonna be? Is it something that we can be excited about? I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just me, but that's what I like. So, yeah, we still have lots of exploring to do. I know there's more vents and stuff. Found some oil we want to get into. I need the fossil more than anything, so we'll have to do that. Meanwhile, we can come back and put this in. So this is gonna be like, put this across, and then we have the 3. Well, we don't need to go all the way up there. There we go. Right, and just in case I need to, let's dig that out. All right, cool. All right, so let's come up here. I don't think we've built... Oh, no, we've got our first steel. Look at this. We've got 100 in steel already. Perfect. That means we can really get into here and get our natural gas. Not that we need the natural gas right this second, but we can plan for our natural gas. It is going to cool the gas down over here, so I'm divided on whether I want to make these out of gold or steel. I think I can get away with gold. By the time, if we plan it right, long term, the gas in here will never get above the gold level. But because, let me see, well, I don't know. I mean, it'll give us 125. We would always have to make sure that we don't melt. So, I mean, seems like a waste of resource to a point. But I think it would be smart if long-term we just make them out of steel so that we never have a problem. And I know that there's still the debate of why do we need this, but, I'm doing it anyways. The frame rate? I haven't had any of that problem. I mean, it was for a while that, whenever it saves, it like can take forever, but I've changed that to where it only saves every 5 cycles and stuff like that. But I haven't had any frame rate problems, fortunately, even on colonies that are 1,000 cycles in, and I've got lots of stuff going on. But I can definitely understand. I mean, if I was using some of my past computers, I probably would, but this one seems to do okay. And it's not a top machine by far. I mean, yeah, I've got the 64 gigabytes of RAM on it, but I only have a Ryzen 5 for my, processor. And then the motherboard is 4 years old on it. It's an AMD. It's good, but, I mean, it's like... And then I'm really bad too. Like, I've got a cooler, a water pump cooler, right? And then I've got the 2 fans associated with it, and then I've got 1 fan aside from that doesn't even work. So the computer runs a little hot. I mean, not at a dangerous temperature, but it can get hot depending on what game I'm playing. And then the graphics card, it's a gigabyte. It's 8 gigabytes, AMD gigabyte graphics card, but the computer does okay. You have enough room for a liquid lock? I could, yeah, I can. I mean, in the end, a true liquid lock only needs 1 block. If you do the right gas. The only problem, the only problem I have to worry about is what liquid, because obviously the temperature is negative 22 degrees. So, we would want to use crude oil or something like that that's not going to freeze. All right, so we've got that. I don't know why I'm spending time doing this at the moment. This is not a priority. I don't need this right now, but we're doing it. And then for automation, of course, we are going to put in a sensor. I'll just wait until we have the steel for it, and we'll put the sensor here. I mean, we could probably get away with building this out of copper or something, but I hate getting to that point where you do something and then something breaks because there was a temperature spike or whatever. That's annoying. Let's go ahead, though, and come to our oil. We will just mop up a small little section here, because we only need a little bit, and we'll just carry something over and put it in. This has frozen, so we'll get that going. Where are we at on our stream today? How long have we been going? 2 hours? Oh, I forgot to click the regular record. Oh, well. I usually record these separately, too, so I have the footage. Now I'll have to download it from YouTube. Darn it. Oh, well. Let me see. Any other basic research? Last one. Cool. We'll have knocked out all of the research. That's awesome. I mean, the level, the basic and advanced supercomputer research. Which means we'll have to start working. We do have the planetarium. Yes, you know, that thing. The planetarium, so we can do that. But we need to get the materials study set up. We were originally planning here. We do have now lead. So I think we can progress with that. We just have to dig over to it. So where, well, you know what? I mean, let's do through here, and then we can get here and we can mine the bottom out. We'll just come straight through the bottom here to get our lead, which means we just need to put in this ladder the rest of the way down. Cool. All right, so we will move that direction for the lead and slowly build out the bottom around our gas vent. Perfect. We're fine here. This thing, is it dormant? Oh, it'll be dormant next cycle, so we'll be able to come in here and start digging this out, putting the rest of this together. So that's excellent. We did get this set up. Let's go ahead and we'll go 2 more and get that taken care of. And then we will need to put in a little water vent, because on occasion we're going to need to toss some water in here. So we're going to stick it here. And eventually we'll do that. And we'll put a little sensor down here to where it just turns off the water once we're at a certain level. All right, excellent. So we'll start planning that. We did get our space pipe halfway done. Let's go ahead and prioritize the next section. Let's get that done. That way we can just pull out the rest of the chlorine. I mean, it's getting a lot better in the base when we look at it. Their living area is mostly all clean now because we got this. But the farm area here with the chlorine gas, all of that, we need to pull out. I'll keep this here. We'll just pump this out. The chlorine will drop, and then we'll be able to get it. And then we also need to think about continuing the edge of our base eventually. Let's continue to put a gap. Eventually we're going to want a container base, right? All right, now I got to catch up on comments. You guys are going faster than I can read. And my second monitor, I still haven't got fixed. It keeps turning on and off. I'm pretty sure on the inside it's the power connector. I just need to take it somewhere. It's either that or buy another one, but I mean, it seems a waste when it's a perfectly good monitor. When it turns on, I mean, it's perfect. It's just that it randomly turns off. And it's not the cord or anything. I've already checked that. No single skilled dupes, so we'll go with more shine nymph eggs. That's fine. Oh yeah, speaking of, we can open these doors. They're not sitting here opening these doors. Are there any more doors we can open up that we don't need to have closed? These would be closed because they're eventually going to have our ranching. These. We can open these. Just time savers. Not that it's really that important, but it's only the bedrooms that you have to have locked and then your ranches, so we can open all of these just to make life easier, right? It's like, how often do you close your doors at home, right? I guess it depends. I mean, me, I never close any of my doors except for the front one. Or the patios. Don't build your vents higher than the top of the liquid pool. Do you mean down here in our storage one? We're just going to drop in, what is it, like 10 kilograms or less of crude oil, and that way it never has an issue. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the water vent, aren't you? Where is it? This one here. Higher than your liquid pool. Yeah, so you don't have to automate it. Instead, it just... Yeah. That just makes it easier. We don't have to worry about the automation. So our liquid pool top would be right there. Yep, yep. Alright. Do that. Yeah. Okay, cool. And I know our priorities are completely messed up on this world still. We'll get that settled eventually. Right now it's not detrimental. All right, so we were going to turn you into a rancher. So we'll go ahead and do that and tag you. It's not that we need to do ranching, and I'm not going to do the typical ranch setup to where I have like one for hatches, one for stone hatches, one for smooth hatches. We're just going to pick one hatch type. And then, of course, now that we have that, we need to get our pip eggs in here and move you out. Well, we don't have pip eggs. We have a pip somewhere. Where is our pip? We could probably search for him. I don't know. Does he show up on here? Pip. Nope, just the eggs. I was thinking maybe we could search for the critters. This pip died. Wonder if that was him. We have the meat that's in deep freeze, but it's stale 37%. I am wondering if that was our pip. Let's zoom out here and look for movement. I think our pip bit the dust. We may get a future pip. But for now, I think he bit the dust. I mean, not a big thing. I do want just basic hatches so that we can utilize them, and then we can feed them something. We can always feed them some meal lice, although that would mean we have to use dirt. The best is sedimentary rock, which we do have quite a bit on this map of sedimentary rock in some places. At least I saw some. Maybe not. Maybe we just have the igneous. No, there's sedimentary in the slime areas. That's right. So we'll probably think about that. I'm catching up on comments now again. Insignificant. Yeah, I know, but I do it anyways. Everyone use, well, at stone hatches, I think, yeah, I mean, the thing is long-term food, right? What do you want to feed them? You can either grow stuff to feed them, or you can feed them materials. So your regular hatches, it's limited to sandstone and sedimentary rock. So if you have plenty of that on the map, then hey, that's really all you ever need. The rates, from what I saw, as far as how much like coal do they produce, doesn't change. So it's more a matter of what do you want to feed them long term. Smooth hatches, I think, can be really good if you're a little bit short on being able to produce metals. You have lots of ore, but I have, I mean, it makes sense because then you can use your smooth hatches just to really push out the refined metals. And you get a good rate out of it, whereas if you do it through this machine, you lose 50% of it. Do we lose? I think you lose percent of this as well. No, this is like for like. It's just this one that doesn't. So, I don't know, and I have to decide where I would want to put a ranch. The only ranch I planned was for a pip, just because we'd have the trees and we could get some cuddle pips and increase decor and things like that. So, poor planning. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. True. Yes, that's right. Volcanoes are a good source of infinite stone if you set up the cooling for it. You're right. Yeah, that's my next stage on my research is once I get... Oh, it's done already. Is just to start going down through and getting the additional research of everything. So that the basics are out of the way and done. I could set this one up right now, but I'll wait until I get the lead so I can protect it against the radiation lamp. And we need to research that, I think, too, right? Did we already research? I've got the lamp, but I need the storage container, which we have to research. Well, so temporarily we're just going to have this. That makes sense. I'm not going to put... Typically, I would put the Wheezeworts, and I haven't seen any Wheezeworts yet. They might exist, but I haven't seen any yet. So I think what I'll do is we'll just do the lamp, because the lamp doesn't take a lot of power. It's not a big power generator, you know, it's only 60, so it's cheap. So I'll just put it down in here and then redirect stuff, but I want a storage for the extra as well. And then, of course, we'll just turn off the Radbolt generator. I'll automate it. That's something I'm bad at. I haven't done in the past. I usually keep it running because it is power hog. So instead, I'll just not power hog it. So as soon as I get lead, we will build that. Finish the building of the central ladder. Am I missing a central ladder somewhere? I still got to put some stuff down here to help so that they can go faster. We have lots of metal. We got... Okay, we got this all the way up. So we can go ahead and get this done. And then I do need to be aware that we have meteors, but they usually come at an angle. So we should be able to, like, dig out an area here that's in vacuum and just keep it open off to the side. And put our vent in here. So that will be my plan. So stick the vent there, and then we will just dig out, start digging out the vacuum. I do realize it'll fill this area. So eventually we'll make it all the way open, and that way we can dissipate the gas. But for now, it's not that we're going to be pulling a lot out permanently at the moment. Later, long term, we will. But we'll get it working so that we can get the rest of this chlorine out of here. Although it is balancing out. We've still got a layer here we need to get rid of. And I do want to take this carbon down here so that carbon's only in this area. So we'll get there. Kind of a bad spot for our mushroom farm. We might lower it or add another one. I mean, you can never complain about mushrooms being a food source. They always work well. Until you run out of slime. Which, yeah, that's not an issue here. Alright. So you're almost done with your research? We'll have to watch that manually. Okay. Okay, so what else can we set up? Did we finish this? We did. Alright, so stick that there. Probably this is a complete waste of steel, I know, but we're gonna put it there anyways. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we can start closing this out. Did we mop up the... There we did. Let's take our crude oil. Mop that one. We want the container. Let's move it. Might help if I zoom out, right? Okay. Move it to there. This is going to be set up. We're going to have a little gas. Eventually we will pump out of here. Do I want... No. We're going to change. Oh, that's fine. If I want to put in a liquid lock, all I have to do is that. And drop a lock here, and I can put a door here. So we'll do that as well. There we go. Over here. Okay, good. Let's get these built. Don't need that one. I know. Priorities. Do that. And we can start setting up power here, just to the inside. And where we're going to put our vent. So, in fact, we already have the steel. No, we don't. We'll have the steel in a moment. Alright, very good. Let's continue. We'll be able to get over here to this lead and fossil here in a moment. And some diamond, which will be good for cooling long term. We'll need it for our hydrogen vent, the cooling, so... Alright. So, alright, now, don't really want to bring a lot of power down here. So we have the power line right here. I think it would just be better to run this down off to the side. So we could take... Yeah, we can run it down off to the side here. That way we can use the power spine for multiple things. Right. And then we'll just do right there. Alright. Well, so we'll set that up. Which also means that we'll need to dig this out along the way. Oh. There we are. There. Our constructioners, we have 2 constructioners, but they have a hard time keeping up, it seems like. Eventually, we'll get there. All right, let's continue. We'll continue to dig that out as well. You guys, it's just irrigation, which we've got the water and the pump, so we need to start thinking about that. What's our temperature over here? Is it raised a little bit? No, it's still, I mean, it's never going to raise. Never mind. Did we get this? I was trying to pump this out, but we've never... Yeah, they still haven't done it. So we'll need to... It seems like a waste that we'll have the water line over here, but not really. So, I mean, if we build this water line, it's fine, because we've got a water geyser right here. So we would just, after pumping all of the polluted water out, we can just move it over and set up our farm here for the water geyser. So that's fine. And I'm going to dump it down into here, which means at some point I can take this and come over here to supplement my farms. So we'll want to come over, and then I'll need to determine if I plug it in on this side and we start cycling this through automatically without bringing in water to it or what. So we'll get ready for that though. All right, you guys are working that. Good job, good job. You are good here. We will put in our power. And that means we can also put in our transformer, which we're just going to stick right here. Go. That. Probably put our speedy way down to this area so that we can cut down on travel time. Go. So we might as well stick that in. They'll go so fast going down on it that they won't mind the negative element of the power line. All right. And then we're going to be able to use this to come there. And we can drop this down here. And we can actually recover that now that we're not going to go all the way over there. That's smart. See, we can be smart at times, right? Sometimes. Maybe not. We'll stick a ladder right there, just so that we can protect that. All right, so this is good. Let's go ahead and empty this. All right, and then did we get this? We did. All right, so now we can dig through this. Yeah. We can dig all the way through here, and we can get into all of this good stuff. So we're just gonna power right through. What's our temperature in here? It's still cold. All right, so we don't even have to worry about it being hot. All right, no scalding around here. Excellent. Don't use T-junctions. Do we have a T-junction? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. Just bring it straight out of this. Actually, eat. And eventually we can turn this off if we're bringing in. Alright, cool. Let's take a look here. Okay, so let's get you the carrying final one there. We'll speed you up before we give you farming. Cookie's fine. Constructy's fine. We don't need to add anything. Buildy, you're fine too. Alright, excellent. The one we want to move up is Cleany, so we can get our mechatronics, which we need more refined metals for, but our volcanoes should be active here shortly. Got the iron volcano almost ready, and this one, yeah, both of them in 10 cycles. Okay, good. This thing is now dormant. How warm is it in here? 65. It's hot as they go past this, but we're gonna unlock this. And we're gonna pop in here and dig all of this out. To complete that. And then we'll pull all the materials out of it as well. So I'll temporarily just put a storage bin right there. So that when they clean everything up, we can just pull it out really quick. Alright, so that's done. Realize we were going to come up here and start on this as well, so that we can get into the coal and stuff eventually. Alright, who do we got? I don't know if I want to add anyone else, and we can't anyways. We'll take the eggs. Then this time, we'll just turn them into food. 'Cause I don't want to build the farm yet. Alright, excellent. What's wrong with you guys? Body temperature? Is it we're too cold or are we too hot now? We're too hot. All right. What's the temperature? Okay, so that's. I knew this was going to happen eventually. that we were going to get too hot here. So here's what we need to do. We need to priority build. I didn't set this up right. We need to come down here and then cut this off. Okay, so so they're already building it. And then we would take this. And come like that. It's kind of a mess. This was a temporary heating solution. Not too late to avoid releasing chlorine into the base. Best to leave it for now. Yeah, that... Where were we gonna pull the water from? Oh, I get you. Yeah, we wanna come from the pump, but it's just... I'm gonna hold off anyways. There, so we don't get mixed up. All right, one thing at a time. We got this, so let's snip that. Okay, then we can snip that. Okay, so that should come this way and over to there. This will eventually drain out and come down here. I'm going to snip that one. I'm going to go this way and in. We're going to go this way and in. We'll keep the pipes here. We may come back and do some cooling later. Or heating. But for right now, we just want it to come down through here. And then we still want it to warm up this a little bit. What's our temperature in here? 21. What's our dust cap? They can go to 35. Of course, these guys can go up to 40. I mean, this isn't the best cooling and temperature management system. It's just what we needed to do to get things started. So that should start helping to cool this area down a little bit. But not allow it to freeze. Okay, so we just have to pull this out, so that'll come out. I'm gonna go ahead just so that we can balance the temperature. I'm gonna take that one out and only focus on the bottom right now. Top is okay, but we'll want to watch that as well. So, I mean, it's good that it's heated, and we'll get it balanced out here shortly. Okay. Meanwhile, continue digging that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and activate this one. That way we're using even less coal, because the coal's still turning on, so we'll just switch it over. We've got plenty being produced, so we're okay. 4 of them should be enough to keep the 2 going. Usually 2 of them can keep 1 going enough if it's not running full time, so we should be good. Alright, we should be able to do the next level of research here, so let's do that. And then, let me see. Alright. So, gas vent over pressure, which means we put too much liquid in. Darn it. Our little container was too full. But if we mop up 1 block and cancel it before they mop up the rest, it'll be fine. And then let's just get this done, so that it's taken care of. Okay. I'm gonna wait for someone to come mop it. Is it gonna be you? No, you turned around. Oh, they're having a hard time breathing down here too. Do we have any? No, we don't. Okay. So let's fix that as well. a little bit of a breathing spot down here for now. Okay, we just need Cleanie to come inside and mop this, or someone. Who's gonna do it? Someone gonna do it? Nobody gonna do it? Nobody's interested in doing it. Nope. So technically we can drop this down and end up with a temporary water lock. It's salt water. It shouldn't freeze right away. Cancel. Oh, we mopped up too much. I wasn't fast enough. We've got the crude oil here, but it's not on the vent. We need it to be slightly on the vent. All right, we're gonna have to do this again. Empty. Okay, let's try it again. We'll do it here in the middle, and then I will pay attention and cancel it. So we're gonna have to sit here and wait for them, right? Okay. You gonna do it? No, you're delivering that. Okay. Someone gonna do it? Oh man, you are so fast! Look how fast he went in mopping that up. I hit cancel right away, and yet he still got it. Oh, I know how. No. Cancel. Move to here. We will empty it here, and that way only a little bit will drop down. Okay. We'll get this. We're intelligent. Oh, we can't reach that. Okay. We can do this. Sometimes a little micromanagement's okay. All right, and we can get that going as well. All right. While we're waiting for that to happen, this is done. Let's get this dug out, these dug out, that built. We will need a ladder here. Right? Hatches can't jump on ladders, right? I'm assuming. Okay, so let's just dig this out. That way this is all cleaned up. And ready for automation in the future. And we'll want to pick this stuff up as you guys trapped yourselves, didn't you? Okay. Pause for a moment. Igneous rock. Bronze. No, don't sleep under the water. Oh wait, don't tell me I got you guys on the that you can't build. No, you can build. What's going on here? My goodness. They're not. What am I missing? Something's not right. Awaiting igneous rock. You've got igneous rock right here. Oh, don't. Let me check. If I'm watching their levels here. No, you're okay. Well, we have no choice. I gotta get them out of here, or they're gonna die. Oh, now you come to build it. Oh my goodness. You guys are... Yeah, go breathe. Alright. Who's suffocating down here now? Why are you suffocating? Goodness. All of us... You're coming this way? No, Constructee... Move here. There's oxygen right there. Yeah, okay. I don't know what was going on there. We had all kinds of emergencies all of a sudden. All right, well, that made a big mess, and now we've got non-polluted water down here, and no water up here for this, so yay. My freaking goodness. You gotta love these dupes sometimes. Means we need to get in here and do all of that. All right, well. That's just... That was wild. Yeah, we did get this. We can empty it out now. Trapped dupe. She set the task to low priorities, so an untrapped dupe does not grab task. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Thank you. Well, you know, what would the game be like if we didn't have excitement like that in emergency situations? Can you imagine? We would be... Are you guys trapped or something? Was it? No, you're not trapped. Why are you all just coming down here and having issues? Is there something wrong with my bathrooms? There is. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've got the water coming here, 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 to here. There we go. It's gonna go... What's going on here? Alright. Okay, well, a little bit of some emergencies there, but, Oh, that's a shiny nymph. At least they're... P froze. For the most part, it froze. Okay, we still got too much in here, but we can now mop this up. Then I'll have to try this again. My goodness. Oh, we're having fun here. Yeah, I realize that now that... And even though they can build, there's nothing... Oh, I gotta go fix their priorities. Even though they can build, it's like, what was going on here, right? For a moment, it was like they were all stupid. There we go. And Ranchy, eventually you'll do ranching, but we don't have anybody to ranch at the moment. I think you can come over here and give this guy some love with the grooming station. Okay, well, that was exciting. We had our thrill for the moment. Now we need to get water back into this so that we can have water. Also needs... So the fastest way we can get water is let's just mop this stuff up. Right? We can also mop that up, but we can take this and pour that down so at least they can use that water. Like that eventually. Alright, excellent. And then we can mop this up, this. We'll just do a bunch of mopping here. That gives us all the liquid back that we want to collect. Eventually it'll probably freeze, but we might as well just mop it all up there. Alright, cool. Okay, so let's take this one out. I'm just gonna stick it here for now. And then we'll have to do another mop here. We're just gonna have to watch it and be ready. Yeah, I don't think anybody else is researching. Wait, I can disallow it. I don't think anybody was doing it anyways. Okay, so you're gonna come down and mop. All right, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready, and get set, cancel. Yes, we did it. We just had to be extra fast. There. Okay. All right, so if we pull these two things out, then we can lock this door and we won't need to come back in there. And it'll be set up. This thing is dormant. How hot is it in here? All right, we can analyze you. So let's get you analyzed. I also need to get rid of this, so eventually... I'm just going to put a pump here for now, and we'll get ready to pump that up into the storage as well. Pop the big pool. Oh, yeah, we already got that taken care of. Okay. Over here, we're already into this section. So let's get some of this. And then we'll come get this lead over on the edge right here. And then we'll work our way up this way and just start mining all of this out. That'll give our dupes. And then up here we can do the same thing. We continue to expand here so that we can reach these and fill them in. I believe we've been producing more steel. Nope, we haven't. Probably because we're out of... yeah, we're out of lime, so that's why we need the fossil. So now that we've got fossil, we can come up here. I'm going to disable this, get our poke shells, but more important, we're going to grab our fossil. There we go. Okay, so let's do that, and then we can store fossil up and stuff into this chest. Alright, so we've got oxygen flowing down here. Now they won't be running all over the place to get this up to breathe, so that'll help us. Gas pumps aren't connected. And I see no power wire symbol. Are you talking about these? That's because I haven't hooked up the power here. And then I haven't hooked up this pipe yet. It's there, and it's not that we need it right now anyways, but and it just comes here and it stops. So it's not going anywhere at the moment. So it's not what we're going to be using this. But I will, as soon as we get built in here, I will start pulling the gas out so that we can filter it. Meanwhile, we need a temporary, speaking of filtering, we need a temporary filter sitting somewhere. So I'm just going to stick it right here. We're not going to pull a lot out of this. Whoops, the wrong side. That side. Cancel. Probably don't even need a high pressure one, but I'll put it there anyways. That, and snip. There. And then we can just, for now, do this. So this is a temporary, but right now we can get a vacuum in here. Okay, so we got our containers out. Let's get this swept up and moved out. Do we have a place to put it? Yeah, it didn't have a red signal, so we can take it somewhere. And then this will be clean, and we'll seal the door. Go. All right, so you guys don't need to go in there anymore. That is now sealed. Excellent. And then let's go ahead and get this part done. And then get this done. And we'll do a little more priority building here on a few items. There we go. Okay, and then... Alright. Yeah, that's why I'm going to vacuum it out now. In fact, I'll keep the filter well, no, actually... I'm going to change that. I'm going to change this because I just need to dump it right now. That's the only thing I need to do is just dump it. This is the one that I may need to filter since I did not put a liquid lock here. I may need to filter this so that because there's some gas in here. No, it's all natural gas right now, but there might obviously when they go in and out. You know what? It'd be better just to put a little liquid lock right here, I realize. So I'm gonna deconstruct this ladder. And then I'm gonna do this. And as soon I'll put a block here and I'll just dump one of those crude oil things on it. We have a little temporary liquid lock while they're building and gathering stuff in here. Yeah, that'll be smart. So that's what we'll do there. Meanwhile, we've got our stuff over here as well. Okay, cool. That'll work. You guys can breathe right here, right? Oh yeah, we're getting this done too. Which means we should, before it activates again, we should get all of this built out as well. So we've got that. We don't have the power to it. Okay. So let's run our power really quick. As well. And then just prioritize this part. I will also go ahead and stick automation onto it. We can just use copper. Basically, if this hits, if there's no liquid here, it won't send a green signal. Oh, we don't need steel. There we go. That way the pump won't be running all the time when there's only a little bit of salt water. Alright, so we're making good progress there. And everybody else. Is it time to build an oxygen mass station? Yes, soon. I want to be a little bit better positioned on power. And I want to be a little bit better positioned on how we're going to produce the oxygen, which has to be water. We have lots of water, but we have to convert it, all of that. So, yes, we'll be thinking about that. In the meantime, we can't get anybody. We can get another volt pump. You know what? I'm just going to reject all. Go. And then we'll do a quick check of our skills. Science-y, you are fine. I'm not going to give you this yet. No, I am. I'm going to give you that. There you are. You have your last hat. We will get you carrying. You guys are alone. Okay, cool. Alright, we still haven't mopped anything up. Don't we have someone prioritized on tidying? I thought we had someone prioritized on tidying. Okay, we got this set up. So let's... It's sending a red signal. Oh yes, I see why. This could be a problem. And I want to start sweeping up all of this, as well as all of this. we're gonna put one of these here to start storing ice. So we'll start doing that. We will need a ladder there so that we could build all of this up at the top. Okay, and we're gonna want to start cleaning this up as well. Because once it's all cleaned up, now this kind of produces a problem, but it doesn't, because we can do that. And that should produce water for the whole thing, except it's not going this way. So we probably want to... Yeah, we need... Otherwise our bathrooms aren't going to work, right? Because it's just coming in on that side and not coming in on this side. Well, we can fix that temporarily. We can... All we have to... We just need fresh water to these two. So if we just do that... There. Alright. Water back into our farms. We got this full tank. Plus we have polluted water coming in. And we'll have a little bit of a surplus. It's not going to last long, but it'll last long enough for us to stabilize some stuff. Alright. We're working there. Need to get that done. We can go 2 more here. We're still working through there. We're finishing up here. I could go ahead and just put this so I could just pick this stuff up as well. Might as well. We're gonna get... Everybody's gonna be doing a little side work here before we continue. I exceeded my Science's morale. Yeah, but, you know, he's gonna come over here and relax every once in a while, and at least this will get benefit. At least they're using this stuff. You know, it's good to have a little stress in your life every once in a while. It keeps you on your toes, right? Too much stress is a problem, but 4% we can handle. All right, what's wrong with you guys? Irrigation? Oh, because of polluted water. All right, it's time to get this set up as well. Time to switch our strategies. We're gonna pull it out of there. I know. And then we're just gonna come here and plump it into here. And then it's gonna go up this way and into our farm. And we will disconnect that for now. All right. So that means that we need to do a priority build on our pipe. To get it done. Let's see, this is all running. Why is that there? I don't know. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so we'll knock that out. That'll get water back into our farms. The water's a good temperature. It's moderate, not too hot. We've got regular water over here. We'll have to watch that. We have a Pacu in here. This is not set up for a Pacu farm, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go ahead and get our power wire done as well. We're going to continue to do some priority maintenance in this area. Build a second pump? But is it really needed? Because the only thing we're pumping out is to fill this. And this isn't going to be 100% of the time, so I don't think we need a second pump. If I was filling something else constantly, then yeah, I would say I need a pump, right? Okay, so this is all cleaned up. Well, not cleaned up, but you know what I mean. So let's come in, and who is our person? So Story, we're going to put Story And I'm just gonna do this, and we're gonna do tidying, and we'll focus you on just, hey, clean up this stuff. All right. Okay, just got a little bit more pipe to do. Yeah, we're not building steel because we need fossil. Our diggers aren't digging as much, but I think that's just because I may have prioritized them. Whoa. No, you're digging. And you're digging. Okay, so you guys are fine. Alright. And they can get over there, right? Yes. Alright, we got that ladder built, which means we can also go ahead and do this for the liquid lock. Perfect. And then this, we will put sweep only and just all right now, because we're just gonna clean this stuff out while we can. All right. So we're gonna force our dupes to do a little cleaning up of some environments for a while. Digs are unreachable in the oil biome. There's a one tile gap where there is. Oh. Well, you know, 10 years from now, I would have looked at that and gone, oh, whoops. Okay, so we could put our polluted ice here. And then we can come down and we can put our polluted rot piles, slime, extra stuff like that into these. Hey, how many cycles do we have? We have 14 cycles to clean this up. This is the one area where when it's running, you don't want to come back in here unless you have suits. Okay, we're out of water here, and we're out of water here. Did we hook up this? We did, but because of this, oh yeah. Because this isn't running, it's not filling the tank to give us water to do our basic research and stuff. How do I want to handle that? Do I want to temporarily... How do you can you disable... No, if I disable this, won't it still send a red signal? I don't know, we'll try. If I disable it, it should allow a green signal, right? Or am I going to have to disconnect the line? I don't know, we'll check. I am not sure. Alright, we got our polluted water. It's flowing through. Temperature is great. Excellent. So that'll take care of all of that. This is growing, this is growing. Our temperature seems to be back in line. That is good. We're probably going to still have some temperature issues here. But more importantly, this thing is not running full time and getting rid of the carbon dioxide. So it's either that we put another one in over here, or we continue digging down and dropping the carbon dioxide out. I mean, it's not a lot of carbon. I'm going to, since this is locked into a carbon sink with that, we're fine here. We're going to go ahead and do our second refinement. And it'll be over here. We're going to stick it here. One of these is up backwards. And I still did it backwards. We'll just switch this one. It's easier to switch this one. There we go. That's what we want to do. All right. Cool. And then of course we'll want to hook in power. And then this one we won't run water into it permanently. We'll have to just get some temporary water in here to take care of things. So what we'll do is do this bridge, deconstruct, bridge, deconstruct. Construct that. And that for now, we're gonna come back. We're gonna redo all of this piping anyways and make it better and switch to a different method of heating instead of the liquid, but because we need a balanced approach. But for now, we'll do that. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so you guys are building that. Okay, so we got over here finally. So that gave us all of that. More fossil to utilize. Okay, good. This is done except for this power wire. Okay, so it's still on priority. They'll get to it. Alright. We got this so that we're able to start. As soon as there's power, we can turn this into a vacuum. Research. Yeah, we were short on water, so that's why that research stopped. That's right. Ah, everybody. Oh. Okay, we got some more. We got water to mop up that they can use for places. We just need to come do it. Alright. This we can deconstruct. We won't need that. And we can deconstruct that because we won't need that. Excellent. From the polluted, you're absolutely right now that we've already constructed everything, but are right. I don't know why I stopped the construction of the pipe. We still need the pipe to come in. We just need to put some polluted water into here, but oh well. We'll do it right there. I'm making a mess of my pipes. Oh well. Okay, so we need to prioritize making our fossil to lime. This, we can come in and put in our fossil. We'll just start filling that up with fossil. And then this thing is frozen again because of this water that froze on it. Come on, our tidiers. We need you to tidy up around here. We're falling behind on work. We're gonna hold off. I don't need a second cook at the moment, although any snores too. Let's take that. All right. Still have a surplus here from a power supply, so we're good there. Oh, did we ever finish this? Oh, almost. Look at that. We just have to finish this and we can outgas stuff, so that'll be good. Get that done. All right, and didn't we already reach... We're fine, 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 fine. Story, we're working you on a second electrical engineering and cleaning. You're almost there. Okay, good. Excellent. I probably need to redo some of my priorities and get things set up right. Why did we put an Atmos? That is the wrong sensor. And can we please get this one piece of conductive wire built? They're picking up stuff, which is okay. I mean, this isn't a priority, but it'd be nice just to get it done so we can turn that into... Oh, well, we have to get these done too. Alright. Meanwhile, we can continue to build this out. Alright, well, you know, I mean... Unfortunately, our base is having a problem. We're awaiting algae. I know we're not out of algae, it's just that we've got our... Okay. Let's go through and fix our priorities. we have some problems at the moment. Right, Sciencey, fine. Diggy, fine. Buildy, fine. Cleany, you are working on operating and then you can do supplying. Alright, that's fine. Cookie is cooking, that is fine. Planty is farming. Story is doing our tidying. Excavaty, Growy, Moppy technically should be doing algae terrarium, water sieves, deodorizers. Usually I never touch this. I'll do that. Ranchi has nothing to do, so we'll prioritize a little supplying here. I mean, he has one hatch that he's taking care of in the wrong farm, but he's doing it anyways. Okay, so we've got that one going. This one's at max gas pressure because of that. So yeah, we need to get the space vent going and everything else. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. So get that done. Just do it, and we'll turn this on. And start sucking out gas. That's the fastest solution. Unfortunately, we put a bunch of oxygen in here because it's not... We didn't put in a door, and all of the oxygen is escaping from the colony. That probably didn't help our situation too, so let's get that done. And then we need to... Really, we need to... Our diggers are gonna have to come over here and expose this area to space. That way, this can flow out. So we'll do that. But this will stop our oxygen from just escaping and filling that up. Alright. There we go. Now we are pumping out carbon dioxide and then eventually other gases. Okay, so we'll get this going. We let this build up. I didn't notice that we just were not filling this stuff and that it was getting maxed out. So we'll get all that taken care of. Alright, so this one... There we go. Might help if they put some sand in it. Let's do that really quick. Here we go. Okay, so we should be able to do that. And then hook that back up, and then hook this up. There. We have the infinite loop, so we're good. Okay, so that's taken care of. Alright, perfect. Now, we disabled this, it made no difference. It's kind of frustrating, but it means we're gonna have to temporarily just snip it. Disabled by the automation. No, alright. So that doesn't work. We actually physically have to deconstruct because there's a piece sitting here. And there's no power because this is not hooked up to the primary grid. Well, instead of running it separately, we will do that. Because we have no power. Which does mean that we can get a bunch of coal really quick. Just in case we need it. Alright. So we got a few emergencies we're going through to fix this, but it's nothing that bad. Diggers will have some oxygen to breathe while they're digging in space. Well, true. Yeah, you're right. Toggle switch. Yeah, that's usually what I do. And I decided to do a pump so that this never empties out all the way, but I don't know. Right now I just need water into here. And a little bit into the base, although base should be fine. This is still half full. So this is going to go to here. Where's this going to go? We come to here, this is going nowhere. So I don't even need... Alright. Probably regret this later, but anyways. We're just gonna stop the water from coming in. It's not going anywhere. We're not using it. We gotta think about temperature management, but we should be good. We need to heat this up a little bit. And that's where we would need the water to go. But since we've destroyed... since we disconnected all of our pipes... we're gonna have to reconnect everything and redo all of this. We've got some things to figure out. We'll do that. But for right now, this should start helping getting rid of all the carbon and everything. I think I'm gonna set this up finally too. It's... We're gonna put it on an independent loop for now. Yep. We made that decision. We were originally just adding it in there because we were trying to do some stuff, but... Okay, so what is left here? Disabled by... Oh, yeah, because of the sensor. There we go. Alright. So, if it's below 20,000, pump it out. There we go. Okay, so this will get rid of everything in here and just get rid of that. We've got that built so that we can take our crude oil and move it to there so that we can have our water lock. So we'll do that. Our diggers will go ahead and continue to dig this out so that we can get all of this taken care of and have plenty of resources to push through our fossil, which means we can now make steel again. So we'll start doing that, which means we're going to be able to soon finish out this. Okay, cool. Progress all around. At least we haven't had to worry about food. Got enough of stock and stuff growing that we don't have to worry about it. No, don't release the chlorine. Which chlorine? Chlorine in the base? I mean, we're not releasing this. And we got these tanks eventually to do something with. At the moment, there's no chlorine going through here, but this is already... Oh! I should have known this was going to happen. Our temperature's really cold. Our carbon dioxide is already cold. It's getting up here and freezing. And turning into liquid carbon dioxide before we could release it into space. Well, that's a new problem. I mean, eventually these will catch up and take care of all the carbon dioxide, so I mean, it's not that bad, but it may take a little bit longer to get oxygen into the base. Poor dupes. So maybe it is time to seal this temporarily so that we're not losing the oxygen up here that we're generating potentially. This is max pressure. This one's still working. Yeah, we just need these to really push through the carbon dioxide. Okay, well, we'll get there. It'll be released when we dig out the coal. I mean, there's a little bit here, if that's what we're referring to. This isn't going to be released. Okay, so we can empty this. There we go. That'll give us our water lock there. This is already set at a vacuum. Perfecto. Right. Type it in. Alright, so if it's above 1000 degree, we will turn it on. Otherwise, we don't need this anymore, so we can check that. Perfect. And we will be able to continue building this. And part of this is going to have to go to the kitchen. So we're going to want to think about bringing this into the kitchen. Ultimate kitchen in the future. And then eventually we'll have a little bit of it come into the power area as well. All right. Cool. That means we just need to build this area out here. We still haven't built the steel, but we have our water lock now, our liquid lock. So we can start digging this out to prep that area. And eventually get in here and analyze this thing before it becomes active and puts out 150 degree natural gas. This is also hooked up, so this is ready to take to here. The problem is we never hooked up this. So this is fresh water, so it's either we take it and add it to this, or we put it in another tank somewhere. I don't necessarily want to hook it directly up to farms and stuff, because obviously this is going to come out hot. So what do I want to do with this fresh water that this is going to generate? I mean, if I add it up here... No. Right, maybe that is the best. It'll be slightly cooler than the water that comes out of the steam vent. And so therefore... Might as well just kind of loop it all into one system overall. I realize that I've been taking these apart, and I might need to get over here and do stuff eventually for construction things. To drown the steam. Yeah, you're probably right. There we go. So we'll start doing that. I'll have to build some ladders so that they can access some stuff, but that's okay. Don't need these on high anymore. Here soon we're going to be able to start balancing our our priorities. I do want to clean this liquid up though, and they're being stubborn. Do I need to take someone and just say, hey, look, you know what? Moppy, that's all you're gonna do. There you go. Go tidy, go mop. There we go, now we're mopping. There you go, Moppy, good job. See? Now you guys are not gonna have to walk through it. You're gonna be happier. Morale will go up, especially once we get some oxygen in the base. Oh yeah, we were gonna set a door here so that we temporarily stop wasting limited oxygen. How's our oxygen? Poor base. We were doing so good until we just let it go and we didn't pay attention to stuff. Another cooker, another decorator, you know, okay, we'll hold off. Not a priority to add more people at the moment. Although, might not hurt. It might actually be beneficial just to add a couple more people for supplying and stuff, but we'll get it. Alright. So, you guys are working on this. This is just kind of like a side project as we go, where we're getting this stuff set up. There we are. There we are. And then we'll have to put the automation wire, but we can go ahead and dig those out until we construct this, and then we'll dig this part out and get into there. All right, cool. We're good here. We're good here. We just need to get this built so that we can power through. So we'll just put that into place. That way they can get the rest of this done. How many cycles? We got 9 cycles here before this becomes active. So they should have this built And it looks like we've cleaned up everything. So as soon as this is built, we can lock this door. So that's good. That's nice. We did get this cleaned up. So thank you very much, Dupes. You have been doing your job. All right. And we're going to construct the pipe and get it taken care of. Excellent. All right. Liquid is flowing where it needs to flow, so we're good. Got plenty coming into our farms. We're currently recycling all of our polluted water. Now that should create an excess, so this should fully oh, we're also feeding our farms. I was going to say we should, but we're feeding our farms. So never mind. All the more reason to get this running so that we can start converting salt water. Okay. Okay, and then for our diggers, we can just do that and do this as well. Not a priority to dig that out, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay. Got something there. Just make sure nothing's frozen. You're still at max gas pressure, so we gotta keep that. We're not pumping anything out. I suppose more of this is broken. Yeah. This is probably gonna be an endless process up here. To try to get gas out, but we'll do the repairs for now, just to kind of help. Let's get this automation wire hooked back up, and turn this back on, but it's not running. We'll be dumping water in here anyways, but we've got enough in here now to last a good 20 cycles, since we're only using it for research and stuff. In fact, we can move on to the next one. In fact, I'm going to jump down to this one, because I need that. Alright, we'll get that done and get this rebuilt, and then this one built, and then we'll stop them from coming in here before this goes active. Same thing down here. How many cycles do we got? Okay, we got 30, so we got time to pick up the stuff in here. Alright, that's good. And we still got room in that one. Okay, good. Excellent. Right. Well, so far, I mean, this isn't a bad colony so far. We've run into a few little obstacles, mainly our own fault. Insulate the wasn't I already using insulated pipes? What type of pipes do I got up here? Oh, I don't. You're right. Okay, that explains part of it. Right. And then we're having the same problem down here with our pipes having problems. Alright, so we'll get that repaired. We're going to get some water. It's probably smart if we start thinking about how we want to insulate the base and just get the whole thing caught up. So I'm going to go ahead and dig underneath here, 3 levels. We'll drop all of this stuff down as well. And what we'll do is slowly prep out insulating the base and deciding, you know, the final dimensions. Like we've been building this wall up over here, so probably just want to choose, do we want to go up further, or is this it? So I think we're just going to have one more level. This is going to be more than big enough. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would want this like that. This is going to be the top. of the base. Doesn't have to be on a 9. So let's go ahead and do this and tag that like that. So, and we can actually, I don't want to drop the stuff into the base. We will temporarily just put in some ladders every 3 to build that floor. Of course, it's stupid here. They can't reach it if we don't do that. they won't be able to get up onto these ladders. We're not thinking straight. There we go. We'll do that, and then we'll just deconstruct the ladders. Okay, so we'll put this ceiling on, and then we'll put our insulator, and we'll start thinking about how we want to just build out the actual inside of the base, or not the inside of the base, but how we want to modify the temperature and stuff, and start looking at, instead of using the oxygen filters, putting in a true oxygen system that pumps out oxygen at a set temperature and bringing that into the base. Meanwhile, we'll have this taken care of in a minute. All right, excellent. How are we doing? Now I gotta catch up on comments again. Alright, 30 minutes morning to the end of the stream. Yeah, I saw that a little bit ago. Where will the centralized storage go? You know, that's something I've always been bad at. Now, I did try that on a... We get this done? No. Why aren't you guys doing this? Here. I will help you. I don't like alerts, but you're just repairing, so let's just do that. Centralized storage. So I do have a colony on one of my maps where I built out a big storage room and I had it all automated. But it just seemed like that you end up moving things around so much that it's just easier to leave stuff on the ground. Is that a bad thing to say? I mean, strategic storage like sand here, you know, stuff like that makes sense because then that's where you want it to go, right? You want the sand to go into those areas, like right here. We're gonna automate these, and so perfect. I don't know. Most centralized storage doesn't need to be on the inside of the base. It needs to be on the outside anyways, because once your base is built, what are you gonna do with it? I mean, you might need some dirt, you might need some stuff like that, but that's about it, right? It's too early for me to think about that. I'm terrible at long-term planning because by the time I get to that, I change my mind and I want to do something else. All right, so we got this done. Why inside the base? Aren't both sides the same temperature right now and the base is working fine? Why? Oh, why insulate? Just so that, I don't know. I mean, I want the temperature to raise a little bit. -16 average. If we're running water or running things around, you've seen it. It's not very often. Like we had this toilet freeze a couple times. So, I don't know. Because it'll look nice, and the dupe shouldn't have to live in negative, 20-degree weather. Does that work? Digging out the floors, making sure you're building. Yeah. Well, these have floors here, but what I want to do is, now that I've got this bottom section dug, I can just take this and as they dig these out, it drops the resources, so it's not inside the base. It's one thing I'm trying to do better. I have had the tendency, you've seen it, where I dig as I go and then I build and I end up with all the resources inside, and then I have to spend tons of time picking them all up because they are, you know, morale detractors, right? Right now we just have a couple inside the base as expected, but I'm trying to do some better planning. So there's fails and there's successes. All right, we can continue to get this done. This is where we want the Atmos suit pressure. Oh, we got a lot of steel. We're moving up. Good. We're going to stick that there. And then this. This will finalize. So let's go ahead and I will prioritize just getting this done. Because once it's done, we never have to touch it again. Obviously, we're going to have to build 2 little things there. And I'll build that there. I'll get rid of this once we build these. I'll dig these out, and then we'll pick everything up. Okay, so we'll get that done. Looks like we got some more iron finally producing, so that is good. We will keep that going. Our copper volcano is active. Yeah, it's active again as well. So it is spreading some heat out, so I think we want to start thinking about that as well. Oops. How are we gonna capture that? Make sure it doesn't spread. I need to look at the dimensions of the farm I want so that I know where to put these, but we know there's a floor, so we'll put the floor in. We got about 15 minutes left, 15 to 20, before I need to end the stream. I promise I will do better. Now, next weekend's going to be a little bit different. I have an event I'm going to out of town, so I got to decide when I can stream and when I cannot. This stream should be fine, but I think my Friday night stream, US Friday night stream, I'm going to have to move because I will be gone. So the grounded stream. But this one should be here. Maybe I'll do the grounded stream on Sunday night instead. Don't need to build the wires out of the steel except for super hot locations. The iron won't melt under. Good. Then we will change it. There. All right. How's our oxygen looking? Are we slowly pulling it down? Not. All the water disappeared from this. Why did the water disappear? Did it freeze? See, this is the other part of why I think we need to get some insulation is... Did we freeze our water? What happened to our water? Oh, someone must be... Now let's get some liquid back into here. If I was smart, I would put a tank so that no matter what, well, like you said, I could put a bridge and then no matter what, we won't run out. But usually when you hook this up, you never have a problem with it. Oops, where'd my mouse go? There it is. Oh, I just realized that I'm throwing all the liquid back out. Alright, well, it's running again. I'll have to watch that one. Alright, let's do a last check of our skills. Ranchy will give you strength. Growy will give you the last one there. Excavatey will give you yours. Diggy, you're fine. Nothing. Cookie, nothing. Constructing, nothing. Cleany, we can finally get mechatronics, and I'm going to give you the silly mechatronics hat. Correction. Okay, cool. So that means Cleany, who also has construction skill, can start doing automation. So we're going to change you, give you one building. We'll do that. So that means we can start looking at where do we want to automate so that we don't have to have our dupes taking care of it. So, I mean, there's the simple things like this that just make sense. You might as well stick it in. We can start using up the lead too, so we don't have to waste our precious metals that we have to make. So we'll set 2 of those in. This one we don't need out of copper. Then we'll set this one up as well. 8 out of lead. Alright, so that's going to start those automations. The only other one that I would want to sit in is here, which I will make out of just copper, because if ever it gets hot in here, I don't want that to be a problem. And then our lumber. Farming automation, all of that I'm not going to worry about yet. But we'll stick this stuff in. Cool. Excellent. So that'll be our first step. Obviously, we got to get power to those. Stuff like that. We're going to have to set up other stuff. You know, we're going to have our lumber drop-offs. We'll have a coal drop-off eventually. Probably, I don't know, we might have a sand drop-off, but for right now it's not needed. Oh, look at this. We finally have people. They're all got skills we could take. I think building is probably the best, because he's the least. So we got buildy and we got constructy. Let's use designy. I mean, you gotta love our names, right? We've been slow on construction, so let's get someone here to help out. And of course, we'll utilize them where they need it. But anyways. I believe we have quite a bit of ceramic. Look at this, 14 tons of ceramic already made too. So long term, that's going to be good too. We're making good progress in a lot of areas. All right, we can also put the floor in through here now. There we go, and we can put the floor in over here because our diggers have done their job and have dug out the bottom. All right. Last gate activation of the right, so perfect time to demonstrate the extract pipe command. Huh? I must have missed what that comment was for. I was probably looking at something and already moved off before you thought to put that there. But that's all right. All right, did we get our salt water going? We did. Well, from a standpoint that we should have salt water coming in. But for some reason we don't. Oh, because we put the automation wire on it and then we never built the liquid sensor. Do we want a hydro sensor? Sends a green signal when liquid... No, we don't want pressure. Am I blind? There. Sends a green signal when selected liquid is detected. There we go. That's what we want. Alright. So if we build this one, then we can start desalinating our water. Excellent. That'll work. And then that'll also give us salt long term that maybe we can use for oxygen. Potentially. So we'll think about that as well. But I think that's where we're going to wrap up our stream for today. I realize there's a few more minutes we could keep going. Where are we scalding at? Is it in here? No. We did get this all set up, though. Did we actually pull any gases out, though? No, we didn't. Okay. Because it has no power. But let's do this and stick it above so that we're maxed and it doesn't pump anything out. And then we can do that. And I'll tag it so we remember to do this, and we still got to build that. All right, anyways, we're going to wrap up our stream here. We've made good progress today. We've got some things done, some automation. We'll have to come back to the challenge of oxygen. So we will get that. Right now, they're all coming up here to the top of the base to get oxygen. So we will drive oxygen production and carbon dioxide extraction here at our next, but we are pulling a lot out, so right now. Anyways, I appreciate you joining, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed this stream. So next weekend we'll still have our stream. The grounded stream will be on Sunday. I will set up, I'm going to work this week a little bit on my social media and stuff to change things over and set up announcements and you know, things like that, so that there's pre-announcements for stuff, so that's better. I know today we got started late compared to where I'd done these before, just because some things came up and I wasn't able to start streaming as early as I want, but we will get that taken care of. Thank you for joining me and supporting. I appreciate it. We will see you all next time here on Oxygen Not Included. In the meantime, I'll look for you on our regular episodes.